Hey, everybody, and welcome to our second game for our month-long horror con that we have going on here. This one's a very special game for me because I've not DM'd for any of these people before. I've played with Jancic, and that's it. So I didn't realize that until about 10 minutes ago, and now I'm super nervous. So it'll be fine. Let's just go ahead and get started. This is going to be our Walking Dead night. So this will be using Free League's Walking Dead RPG. We've all dabbled in various levels of playing this game before. So if there's a hiccup or two with the rules, deal with it. Okay? We're all learning together. So, let's just get started. The year is 2012. You all are coming from various places. You've all made your way onto the same bus. It's late. It's probably past midnight. All of you heading back to Atlanta, where you're either from or a destination that you've chosen for whatever reason. There's not many people on the bus tonight. There's just a handful. 3 of you, which, by the way, none of you know each other. The driver, of course. There's an elderly couple sitting up front that's just kind of dozing off against the window. Let's just start with Cole. Describe your character for us. What do they look like? What's their demeanor right now? What would people on the bus notice about you?
Which one? Who?
Cole, you.
Cody Dole.
Cody.
Hody. Oh my god.
Cody.
Yes,
This
I've
first name
already
and
messed
last
it up.
name.
Your name is Cole now. Cody Dole. Okay, look. You glance at Cody Dole and tell me if that doesn't just blend right together. Cody, tell us what you look like.
That's his nickname now.
Well, I'm wearing a baseball uniform. I have a maroon-colored uniform on, and it says Bison's on the front of it, and I'm wearing a baseball cap. I actually have a baseball bat with me with a glove on it. Looks like I'm coming in from a game.
Okay. Rain.
And
I
was gonna say, well, I'm also kind of physically imposing. I'm a big guy, and I look a little muscular for a baseball player, actually. So.
Okay. Rain, you notice him. Are you a baseball fan? Do you think that you would recognize him or his team? Or does Rain McClary have bigger fish to fry than baseball?
Braden McClary probably has heard of the team in passing, maybe from a patient or two who had been a fan. So she probably would be aware of the name, but not be like, oh my god, that's this person.
Okay. So what does Rain think of Cody? Just sitting there by himself. You notice that... Actually, give me a scout roll.
Ooh, hell yeah. Boo-doo-boo.
No successes. He's a big dude.
Great start.
He's a big dude.
Big dude.
That's about all you know. Big dude. Makes sense for... He does look bigger than some baseball players. I mean, sometimes you think of baseball players, they're not the biggest athletes, but this one's pretty big. Anyway, Rain, what do you look like?
Rain, I would think, looks relatively unassuming, like she could just be anybody. You know, the same amount of scuffed up as would be average for just about everyone, but she tries to keep her hands clean at least. She's very much like constantly observing things around her. She keeps kind of glancing over at the elderly couple every now and again, like almost concerned and just taking in everybody around her.
Okay. As you're kind of... Go ahead, sorry.
Very ginger. I will
Very
point that
ginger.
out.
Okay. As you're scanning around, your eyes do land on one final person that's sitting kind of towards the back of the bus. Eli, would you like to describe your character for us?
Well, Eli is a middle-aged fella. He's got a little bit of a beard. He doesn't have a big bushy beard. Black hair, kind of turning gray. He's in his mid-40s. He's got a flannel button down. He's got jeans and boots. He looks like a guy who works outdoors, but he's clean. He's not dirty, and his face looks like he's always sort of smiling, but not. And he just kind of minds his own business, but you could tell like he looks around the bus and he's looking at people, and he may be a people watcher or he may be some sort of weirdo, but I guess you wouldn't know.
Okay. Would you say that he is watching people right now? Is he trying to take stock of those on the bus? Man,
well, he definitely would have an interest in the fellow with the baseball uniform on, because he is a big baseball fan. His favorite movie growing up was Field of Dreams. He lives on a ranch, on a farm, so he always loved baseball, and he always loved the idea of having a baseball field like on his property, built into a cornfield. So
you can give me a scout roll too.
What is it? 2? I think I have a 2.
Yeah, if you just right click and hit roll, it should roll it for you.
It just does it? Okay, good.
Yep. Success.
Oh, come on!
This is how it goes in The Walking Dead.
We love free league systems.
On Omega's show, I rolled 22 dice one time and got 0 successes.
The amount of times that happens to me, and then freaking Athena will roll like 4 dice to heavy machinery something and get like 3 6s.
Yep.
It personally offends me.
So, Eli, you actually recognize the player. I mean, you've seen them before, and you notice they seem a little nervous. It's subtle, but you can see like just the leg bouncing just a little bit. They seem kind of anxious.
Do I see him looking at me?
How about you give me a scout roll?
Okay.
I'm definitely like periodically thinking like, that guy's real big to be a baseball player. Did he play football or something too?
Apparently I have a...
Yeah, we take the stress off. We were playing around with it in the beginning. 1 success though. You kind of look back over your shoulder, and for a brief second, you and Eli lock eyes.
Okay, if I see him looking back here, I'm gonna pull my hat down and kind of like I'm trying to go to sleep and kind of lean back, but I'm kind of have one eye open, lying with my hat down, looking and watching him to see if he's paying too much attention to me.
What do you think, Eli? Are you just creep staring at him, or what are you doing?
No, I think now that I can see that he wants his privacy or his rest, I mind my own business.
Okay. It stays like this for a while. It's a long trip. The last time you all kind of got picked up was somewhere in North Carolina. Some of you have been on different buses for probably a day at least, just trying to get to Atlanta, being transferred here and there. There seems to be some things going on that are shutting down certain roads, or you've seen a lot of police presence, and it just seems like it's taking a lot longer to get to Atlanta than you would think. You can't really hear much. The radio keeps coming in and out, and it sounds like there's some news broadcasts that keep cutting into the music. That damn song from Fun that's played at least 16 times since you've left your destination. But every time the bus driver just kind of changes it or eventually turned it off, and you've been riding in silence for a while. Eventually, Cody, you do drift off a little bit until the bus kind of rattles with a feels like you ran over something. The bus driver kind of grabs the wheel, and as you all kind of look up there, he's trying to get it back under control, and he does. Sorry about that, folks. Must have been a deer. Came out of nowhere. Just go back to sleep. We should be there the next hour or two.
Fucking kamikaze deer.
What do y'all do?
Yeah.
Is everybody still in their seat?
Yeah, it didn't. It just kind of jarred the bus. He managed to get the bus back under control.
Somebody
The elderly-
taking rest here.
I just grab onto another one of those hand holds and try to hang on tight.
Rain is very much distressed at the quiet.
He hits something else, and this time the bus kind of rocks. Let's see. Give me... everybody just give me a mobility check.
Welcome to Epsilon noise. Epsilon is scared noises. Yes!
Success. All right, 2 successes. Cody. I'm just calling you. No, Cody's right.
No, Cody's right. Cody's right. You got it. Yeah.
What is wrong with me?
If you just call me Cody, that'll be fine.
Cody. You can push if you want.
That's not that important. Maybe
Okay.
I might land in the floor or something. But that's...
Yeah.
Suddenly, you go out the window and under the bus, and now you're dead.
All right. See you later, Jancic. Have a good night.
All right. Well, it's fun.
Nice knowing you.
No, that is exactly what happens. The two of you manage to grab on, but Cody gets this one kind of rocks to the side and throws him into the middle of the aisle as he just collapses. And it makes a big noise because he's a big dude as his baseball bat kind of slams down and starts rolling up towards the front of the bus.
Damn it, I was half asleep. I didn't have time to brace for that one. If you grab it, I'll walk up and...
yeah, stick my foot in the aisle at the bare minimum and stop it rolling.
Am I nearby, or am I kind of far away from where he is?
I had you in the back, so the way I see it, it's kind of like
few.
Yeah, just a few. I mean, it's easy enough to get to them.
Well, I'll wait to see if someone kind of tries to help him up, and then kind of pause and wait and see. If not, I'm gonna make my way over to him and give him a hand.
Oh, I'll definitely be doing that. I'll stop the bat, because I assume that's clearly important to him. Pick it up and be like...
Yeah, I'm pretty athletic. I'll be up pretty quick. So...
You alive?
Yeah.
I also take a look out the window.
That's I've had that one since I was in high school. It means a lot to me.
Good shit, because you legally have to tell me if you're dead, and I'll pass it to you.
Eli, give me another scout.
I crack a smile at that one. Yeah, I crack a smile at
what was
that one. Well, I'm not dead yet.
Eli, you said you were looking out the window. Give me another scout.
Yeah, I take a quick look out the window.
Okay. It's dark. It's too dark to see. At this point, when you look out, you can make out some trees. You're near some kind of wooded area, some forest. The road that you're on is just basically cutting right through the forest. It's just trees everywhere you can see, and it's just too dark. Too dark to see anything, which is probably why the driver's hit 2 deer now.
Does the driver look alert?
The driver looks extremely alert. He's bent forward now, and he's you can see that he's gripping the steering wheel, and he's looking out, trying his best to see what it is that keeps coming out of the trees. I
mean, is there anybody else around? I'll be like, dude, put the brights on. The deer around here are fucking crazy.
The brights are on now. Now they are.
Oh. Okay, cool.
After the second one.
Yeah, buddy, put your fucking high beams on.
They're on. They're on. I don't know. deer can be bad in this area, but I have never seen this many. Although that last one.
Maybe
What do you mean that
somebody's
last
hunting?
one? What about that last one?
No. It's fine. It's just, again, the deer. They come out. It's fine. Just sit down. We'll be there in a minute, or in an hour.
I go back to my seat. I tip my hat at the lady as I go by.
Maybe somebody's hunting, driving them out, or made a ruckus in the woods.
Yeah.
Fuck
probably,
if I know anything can happen.
Probably something like that. Okay. All right, just relax, folks. We'll be there soon.
Oh, I'm relaxed.
I was relaxed, but now I'm kind of on edge. It's amazing how getting thrown out of your seat and woken from a dead sleep can kind of get under your skin.
Funny how that happens, isn't it?
Yeah, bonking your head against something, blood will definitely get under your skin. That's why you bruise, dude.
I like that Rain's like a doctor, but like one of those sassy, smart-ass doctors.
Well, ma'am, I don't know anything about
apocalypse. I don't have to have decorum anymore. Plus, I'm an ER doctor. If I save your life, I did my job.
You're just a number to me anyway.
Nah, I love you guys, but like, if you're causing me a problem with saving your life, I'm gonna tell you to stop causing me problems.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that medicine, man. I appreciate all I can help from those doctors. And if you're one of those, that's fantastic.
Well, my home is the ER, so in that I am the physician, and not one of the crazy people.
Myself. I sometimes feel like that's my home too.
Well, it best not be in my presence, or I'm gonna have to give you a stern talking to about recklessness.
Yeah, well, I had more than one problem on the field, but these things happen occasionally.
Oh, what the fuck? You hear this as you hear the brakes start squeaking, and you hear the guy just start pulling the steering wheel as hard as he can to the right. He hits something. He hits 2 or 3 things as he starts driving off-road into the trees. As Eli, you were looking out. You can see the trees start smacking. One of the branches hits through and breaks the glass near you. I need everybody to give me an endure check.
Oh yeah, no, Rain is not large. She's definitely getting yeeted around a bit.
Endure.
Oh shit, never mind.
I am looking for 2 successes on this.
Rain is hanging in there. Since I'm talking to Eli. Well, actually, no, I'm not talking to Eli.
Okay. You were talking to Cody, right?
You were talking to Cody, but we both got an extra success.
There.
So no, because I was looking for 2 on this one.
Oh shit!
So I was looking for 2 successes on this one. As the bus kind of careens off the road, you can feel things just running over something, smacking into the side of the bus. The last thing you see, Eli, is that branch kind of breaks the glass near you. You stumble back and fall down, cracking your head. You don't take any damage, but you are falling unconscious just momentarily. As the bus careens off and it starts going down this hill, and it hits a branch or hits a big tree and starts spinning around, and eventually kind of falls over onto its side and crashes and comes to a halt. And you just hear the horn just start blaring as the bus driver has kind of like collapsed onto it, and you can see like the way that his head is, it's just lying on the horn, just blaring. Because you 2 got 2 successes on your endure, you managed to stay conscious during this. But Eli, the bus driver, and both of the elderly couple are currently unconscious.
I'll move up to the front and check the bus driver if you want to go back there and check on them.
Yeah, get him off the horn, get him up, careful moving him. Obviously being in the seat isn't great, but and I'd rather not move him, but making noise is worse. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And I'll move forward to do that.
If you break his spine further, I'll break yours.
I'll try not to do that, ma'am.
And I will go back. You definitely, you look at Rain, there ain't no way she could do that, but...
I kind of smile when I look back to it, so... Adding a little mirth to the obviously terrible situation.
Yeah, and she's gonna, like, get the elderly couple, I suppose, and make sure they're alive, and then run to Eli.
Okay.
Whoever looks most dire, I suppose.
As a point of order, you all have 1 stress now.
Hell yeah.
All right.
So, let's see. Cody, you're going to the bus driver, and Rain, you said you were going to check out the elderly couple first?
Can I make some kind of check to determine who's worse off?
Sure. Let's see. You're too far away, I think. I hate to overuse this one, but Scout is kind of like perception. So let's do that one. You're too far away for like a intrinsic medicine check.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Okay.
Definitely not that one with the blood squirting out of it. That other one laying there.
You think that the elderly couple are probably worse off.
Okay, I'll go make sure... I'll go get them safe first.
Okay. You go over... Let's see, actually, we'll do Cody first, because you said you were going first.
Yeah.
You go over, and the bus driver, kind of just lying on the horn, looks like he's got one of his arms like kind of wrapped around in through the steering wheel. So you're going to have to kind of pry that out to move him.
Does he look like he's breathing?
Give me a medicine check.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Yes, by the way, Janice, like, I make you roll way more than Omega makes us roll.
Hell yeah.
I like rolls.
We like rolls.
It's hard to tell. You're not particularly versed in medicine. It doesn't look like it. But things are kind of stressful, and the bus is on its side. So, and I should say...
I'm going to try and pull... Sorry. I'm going to try and pull his arm out.
Okay. You're going to have to break it if you want it to come out. I won't make you roll for it because you're strong. Okay.
As if it ain't already broken.
I won't even think about it. Honestly. I'll just I'll glance back, make sure the doctor's busy, and I'll just go and move it out.
Yeah, you have to break it in a different spot.
You have to break it more.
As you get him free, you manage to pull him back off of, and I should say too, the way that the bus kind of turned, the door is on the ground, so you're kind of standing there, and you're trying to do this above your head. So you get him, and he kind of falls down into your arms. Again, you're super strong, so I won't make you roll for that. As you kind of catch him, you don't think that he's breathing, but the horn has stopped.
Okay, well, that was the main thing. I'm going to set him there, and I'll let the doctor check him out, and then I'll go back and check the next closest person to see if how any of them look. Just setting his arm back like it was like that. Okay. And I'm also going to... And while I'm walking back, I'm going to look and see if I see any of those windows that you have to, like, knock out so we can climb out the top.
Emergency window.
The emergency windows?
Yeah, there's a one about halfway back. And then there's a door in the back, too. So, where were we? Rain, you had went to check on the elderly couple.
Yeah.
So, you go up, and the old lady is unconscious. And she has a really bad gash across her head.
Ugh. Nasty, but probably not as bad as it looks.
The man next to her, you check for a pulse. And as soon as you touch his skin, you realize that he's kind of cold. You think that maybe he might have died earlier, like in his sleep on this bus. You move around for a pulse. You can't find one. But based on your knowledge, he may have just faded away while sleeping here. Could have been a minor heart attack, something, you don't know, but...
Lucky son of a gun.
Then you feel something kind of move, like his head moves a little bit. And it startles you. You kind of bring your hand back. What do you do?
Let's see. There's the thing that Epsilon knows is objectively smart.
Keep in mind, this is at the outbreak, and you've not seen these yet.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, there's the thing Epsilon knows is objectively smart, and the thing that Rain knows is probably a better idea, which is, like, you know those little, like, lights that they shine in your eyes to, like, make sure your pupils are reacting?
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna, like, check the old guy's, like, pupils and stuff, like, is he actually, like, is there still brain activity happening?
Okay. You kind of open his eyes, and just open them a little bit. Take your flashlight and shine them in. And nothing seems to be happening. Until one of his eyes just kind of twitches towards you. And then he reaches up. You did mess up on that last roll, so this is a walker attack. So I'm going to need you to tell me how you deal with this. What are you doing in this situation? This man, who you're pretty sure is dead, is currently trying to bite your hand that is right in front of his face.
Bitch slap him?
Close combat.
If a man tries to bite me, he's getting bitch slapped.
I love it. That's great.
I'm not good at close combat. This isn't gonna go.
Oh yeah.
One success on the stress.
Yeah! I have successfully bitch slapped a zombie.
So this definitely stressed you out. And that was just the first thing your reaction is, as he tries to bite you, you just pull back and slap the shit out of this guy as he as
Hey,
it just
is everything
turns. Go ahead, what?
is everything okay back there? What's going on?
I just nearly got bit by a dead man.
What?
As you step back, he kind of regains himself, but now that you've taken a step back, you're no longer the closest living person to him. As he looks over, and you just see him reach over and bite square into his wife's neck right here and just pull out a chunk of her flesh. Just as she wakes up from this now, and she starts screaming, and right in front of you, Rain, you do take an additional point of stress.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Holy fuck.
Jancic, once you get back to Eli, you manage to rouse him because he just kind of hit his head. So, Eli, you are awake now. You kind of come to with Cody, this baseball player, over top of you, and you can hear screaming from the front. What are you doing?
Get up, woozy, like holding my head, and I try to get my bearings. I look around. What's going on? What is that screaming?
Doctor, what's going on up there?
Did I fucking stutter?
I just heard something that sounded like tearing flesh.
Yeah, I said I almost got bit by a dead man.
So you tore his head off?
No, I fucking bitch slapped him. And then he just bit his wife's neck out.
What?
The two of you now can see the old lady has fallen into the middle of the bus, and the older man is on top of her and is just tearing with his fingernails at her face. just pulling it off as he's just eating flesh out of her, out of her neck, out of her shoulder. And she's just screaming, blood everywhere, as Rain is just kind of backing up towards the two of you.
Ma'am, I think you should move quicker. Get away from them.
Yeah, no, I'm doing that.
I'm gonna move back to the escape door. I'm gonna kind of hoist up Eli with one hand and move past him and go towards the escape door.
Oh no, I gotta sit down. Something's not right. I'm seeing things. I think I'm hallucinating.
You're not seeing things. We need to move. That person up there is crazy. He's like eating people or something.
That man had no pulse.
What are you talking about?
Look, and I point up there. Look, I'm
looking and I'm
tearing into her neck.
I'm seeing the gore, and I still think that it's not real. I think that there's something wrong with my head, but I do go along with him and let him help me out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm heading to the door in the back and see if we can get that open.
Yeah, Raina's noping the fuck out of this.
Go to the back. I'm gonna need a force. It's kind of stuck as you're trying to get it open.
Okay.
Probably from the crash.
Force. Okay.
Can I help him and give him like a 1?
Yeah,
you don't even need it.
2 successes.
He doesn't need it. He tries once, twice, puts his shoulder down, bam! Just blows the back out, blows the back door off. You're free. You're home free at this point. What do you want to do? Are you jumping out or helping them first?
I'm gonna help them. She doesn't look like she's capable of jumping down that far easily, so I'm gonna help her down. And he's got a possibly concussion. I've had lots of concussions as a professional athlete, so I know all about those also. That's about the only medical thing I know. So
you with Cody's help, there's no roll or anything as he helps you out the back. Cody, right before you leave, you turn around and you can still see this carnage in front of you. But you also see the driver now twitching a little bit. And you see his head kind of start to raise up and just kind of look around towards the carnage itself.
if it's possible, I'm going to slam that door back and lock that bar back in place.
Sure. It's hard to do, but you're able to do that. And there's all sorts of big branches and things too if you need to jam it. So easy enough to do. You can still hear from the inside just the noises that the man was making. These kind of gurgle in the back of their throat, this inhuman kind of guttural growl.
So, remember that part where I said you legally have to tell me if you're dead?
He didn't tell you.
Yeah, I know. That applies. Even more so now. So,
Ma'am, does that normally happen? Does that normally happen? I don't know anything about these things, but I don't think I've ever seen anyone do anything like that. Do we get enough stress for this, by the way?
Not yet. I'm not gonna ramp you up that fast.
Do pulseless people with no pupil reactions or any other sign of life in general suddenly spring back to life and suddenly have the bite force to rip a chunk out of somebody else's neck? No!
I don't think so.
No, that doesn't fucking happen!
That driver, I don't think that driver was alive. And he was up there moving.
That's good.
He was moving. Look there. You can see him. He's standing up, coming towards us. Look, you're there.
Oh, I see it now. Where was that information 2 minutes ago?
He wasn't moving then. He was. I think he was dead.
The fact that the guy wasn't breathing, dude.
Well, I couldn't tell that. I'm not a doctor.
It ain't that hard. You just put your ear next to them, and you listen.
And what? And then get my throat bit like this guy over here.
Well, normally corpses aren't supposed to do that. I'm operating off of the assumption that corpses are corpses.
Let's do this real quick since we first met. I'm Cody Doyle. It's nice to meet all of you. And you are, ma'am?
Dr. McCleary, at your service, MD.
And sir, you are?
I take a second and I finally spit out my name, but I'm still can't believe what the screaming and the blood. And I tell him I'm Eli McGovern. I'm headed home. What happened?
The bus ran off the road and you were knocked unconscious briefly. I think we should head back towards the highway. I don't want to stay close to whatever's in there.
But those
Does that
people in
sound
there
good,
must
Neil?
need our help.
I think they're beyond our help. And may the good Lord bless their souls.
You mean nobody survived the crash?
And I look in there again and I'm like, not now, I'm pretty sure.
We're gonna call it no.
What does it look like inside the bus? I take a peek in.
You don't want to look.
No.
I try to keep him away. You don't want to look.
It's easy enough to see. So as they're trying to stop you from looking in, you now see the sounds of the screaming have stopped. And as you look in, there are now two people that are like knelt over this elderly woman. And at this point, you can see just like her hand, and it just twitches a little bit. But both of them are just like over her. At this point, her stomach has been ripped open, and you can see just entrails everywhere. And these things are like picking them up and just putting them in their mouth, and there's blood everywhere. At the moment, they are distracted.
Let's leave. Now.
Are they eating each other?
I'm not looking that closely, but nobody's alive in there. I'm pretty sure no one's alive.
What kind of drugs had they taken in there? What were they on?
Doctor?
Fuck if I know.
Let's go. I start walking towards the highway.
I follow.
Also, my first name's Rain. I don't think I mentioned that, but I got one.
Very nice to meet you, ma'am, Miss Rain.
Doctor, please.
Dr. Rain.
Dr. Rain, I did not mean to insult.
Dr. Rain McCleary. I went to fucking med school for this, and apparently now everything I've learned means nothing because corpses can bite people.
So, Dr. Rain it is.
Is it very dark? Could we see? Is it still really dark outside? Are there lights on the side of the road?
You don't see the road from where you are.
Oh, we're in the woods.
I'm following where the paths cut through. That was my idea.
Sure.
The bus took
the only lights are the emergency lights from the bus at the moment. And the lights inside are now on. But other than that, it's dark. You all can hear something, though. Something you hear sounds like something or someone walking towards you. Or a couple someones.
Hold up. There's some more survivors. We should help them.
I'm kind of paranoid. I'm going to kind of hold my baseball bat.
There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on that bus plus the driver, and all of them are accounted for.
Well, then who's that? There's someone walking towards us.
Hello?
I don't know, but they don't have a flashlight.
I have a flashlight. It's kind of small and shitty. It's meant for, like, shining in people's eyes, but, you know. Hello?
Are you going to use your flashlight?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and give me a scout roll. Does the flashlight give you +2?
No, it's just I'm fucking flavor texting my medical equipment.
I think that would be up to you too. I mean, I think at night
I'll give you an extra. So right-click on the scout, hit use with modification, and then add 2d6 to it before you roll.
Oh shoot!
And it'll roll that for you.
10 lights are good.
Okay,
I got
one success. You click the light on, and it doesn't have a long range, like you said. But as you kind of scan, you do see a person kind of coming through the trees, walking very slowly.
Hello?
You there? You need help?
Who are you?
We're good.
They kind of
I'm gonna-
hit against a tree and stay there for a second until they kind of push themselves off. They definitely seem like they're injured. They're walking with, seems like a limp. They're not responding, though.
They're kind of acting like that bus driver was.
Well, the bus driver was incredibly concussed.
I'm kind of walking forward, but I have my bat in hand, just in case.
Okay.
Does it look like a dude or a woman? Can I tell?
Looks like a dude.
Sir?
As Cody's walking, you also start to hear things coming from the left and the right, even like from the way of the highway. There's more than one person out here.
I have a bad
Huh?
feeling about this. This is not a search party. There's nobody with lights.
Most people would be calling out if they heard a crash. They'd be like, hey, is there somebody down there? You legally have to tell me if you're dead.
That's not wildlife either. They would have scattered at the sound of the crash and screaming.
You actually get the feeling that the sound of the crash is probably what's drawing whatever this is to you.
Scavengers. Fun.
But-
It's definitely
Does
the
it see
opposite
us?
of scattering. They seem interested in what the noise was.
Do we
Maybe
only
we
see
should
this
go.
one in front of us?
So far, yeah. But you can hear others.
Does it see us?
It's hard to say. It's walking towards you.
Can I just pick up a rock and, like, yeet it into the woods?
Yeah.
And see if it looks interested, seems interested in that? Or if it or if it's like, dude, if it looks more like, dude, what the fuck, or actual interest.
Yeah. Go ahead. You pick up a rock and kind of throw it off towards the right. When it hits, the one in front of you doesn't have any reaction. It seems to be focused on Cody. It's just walking towards them. Cody, you can
Okay.
hear it kind of moaning at this point, like. If this is a
Can I-
person, they
can I
are
see it?
hurt.
Can I see it? She's got the light on it. Can I?
Not quite yet, because again, her light's very, very dull. Like, it's not a bright light. You're kind of at the edge of it. I'm assuming you weren't going to leave the lights.
No, I'm waiting right there, and it's like I'm waiting for that fastball to come.
Okay.
Sir, my name is Dr. McCleary. Are you injured? Are you all right?
At this point, it steps just into her light. As you can see, half of this thing's head is just missing. Like, this part, it looks like it's just been maybe... not like missing, but like skin is like just kind of peeled off. You can see the skull beneath it. The eye is also just kind of hanging out as this thing is just coming towards you. Its arms are
It's
now
like a
outstretched.
Monkey zombie.
This thing. That's my cue. I'm gonna swing away.
Okay,
Okay.
go ahead and give me your close combat.
Sir, my name is.
Yeah, he better speak. He had plenty of chances to speak before then.
Sure. One success, more than enough. Just enough. As you haul off and just bam, Negan this guy right across the face. And you can feel the crunch as this thing, as your bat just caves this thing's skull in as it falls to the ground, and it's no longer moving. At this point, the rest of you back at the bus, you can see more of them pouring in to the little clearing. It seems like the crash and the horn itself caused quite the commotion. There's probably 15 to 20, and they are aware of you. So now we're entering a swarm fight. Its swarm size is 2, and the threat level is 3, because they are aware of you.
And I'm gonna say
So.
quickly this way.
So, have you all done these before, the swarm fights? Do you know? Okay, so here's what we do. Each of you, up to 3 PCs can take actions, and since there's only 3, that's all of you. You tell me what you're doing to try to help or get out of the situation, and then you will roll your ability based on whatever it is. You have to collectively meet or beat the swarm threat. So that's currently 5. You have to meet or beat it.
Okay, so we all have to do stuff together and
Yeah.
Well, Cody-
collectively do things.
Cody has a bat, and I don't have anything, so I'm going to look on the ground if I can find a big stick.
Hell yeah.
Big sticks are easy to find.
Nice.
Those are everywhere.
You can also do things like you can just run. You can use mobility to like dodge and run between them. If you can think of a way it can be useful, then you can use it.
You just got to tell us what you're trying to do and how we can tie it to one of the abilities to roll, and then good to go. Now, if you want to find a stick and whack away, that's perfectly fine. The stick is easy to find. It would just end up being a close combat roll.
I think the stick is going to be more for self-defense and to keep distance.
Okay.
I'm going to stay right next to Cody is where I'm going to stay.
Okay. So, Cody, what would you be doing? I think I know, but I don't want to speak
I'm
for you.
going to try to punch a hole and move us all forward, and I'm going to try to keep the doctor with me. She looks kind of frail, and I want to keep her safe.
Okay.
I resent that.
Does she have good leadership skills?
She does have good, pretty solid leadership skills.
So the way leadership works is you would roll leadership, and for each success you get, you would be able to hand out an additional die roll to one of the other 2.
Oh,
Or
shit. Okay.
you could do an action. So it's kind of weird because if you do choose to do leadership, your successes won't count against the swarm fight, but they will give the other 2 a better chance to hit the number themselves.
Okay. Well, my best skills, I believe, are medicine, which probably ain't gonna help much with a bunch of shambling corpses. I think this defies medicine.
I will say you all take 1 extra stress right now, I think.
Yeah,
I
no,
think
that's
this is
fair.
a stressful situation,
Makes
so
sense.
don't forget to...
That's also fair.
Before we start rolling things.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, so do we have, 2 seconds to, strategize?
I'll give you a second. Yeah, they're closing in. Because it's the first one,
Okay.
I'm not going to push you too much. Because I know...
Yeah.
We need to go. We need to go. We need to get out of here.
I was gonna say, so GTFO's the move, yeah?
Yeah, I'm cutting straight forward, so I'm just trying to smash things out of the way and shove them out of the way.
Can we figure out which way the road was?
That's easy enough. So, you kind of came downhill. So, you can go back uphill, and you can see, the destruction of the trees that got knocked over as the bus kind of tumbled through.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That was the path I was heading up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're going to the road, yeah?
Yep.
Cool. I
That's
don't
where I was
think a limping man can go up a hill that fast, so... I'm not fast, but I'm not a slowpoke, so... I may or may not have lived in a concealed carry state for a non-zero period of time, so...
Do you have a weapon?
Are you saying you're
I
using
do.
a gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just left the Midwest!
So, that sounds like, Cody, you're going to be doing close combat as you're trying to punch a hole. Dr. Rain, you have a concealed weapon?
I have a concealed weapon, but if I could use my leadership...
So,
y'all think
can
my
we
leadership might be more useful in this scenario?
Can we use
willing to
kind
do
of
that.
intelligence here, because we know that the horn and the noise was attracting them, and if she fires a gun,
Determined that's a bad idea?
You could probably determine that noise is not your friend. Yes, I'd say that you would probably have put that together.
Okay. Maybe I'll be the hype woman. I'll be like, like, okay, Cody, you're clearly, you're clearly the buffest of the bunch, I think. Although, honestly, Eli, you look like you could kick my ass 3 ways to Sunday if you wanted to, too. So, y'all, I guess, stick me in the middle of y'all. One of y'all go first. Make sure there's no shambling dudes in our path. The other, bring up the rear. Make sure no shambling dudes nip at our heels. Or ladies. I don't
I'll guard the
discriminate.
rear. I'll guard the rear. I've got this big stick. I'll keep them off you.
Speak softly while you're carrying it, please.
forward.
I'll use my leadership skills.
Roll leadership, okay. So then let's see. What else? So Cody's going to be doing close combat. Eli, are you going to also be trying to close combat, or just what are you going to try to roll for this? Oh, nice. 3 successes and a mess up. Okay.
But I got 3, so I get to give them...
You can hand out
bonuses.
3 extra die. You cannot hand out more than 3 to any single person. Not a problem here. So pick one of them to get 2 extra dice and one of them to get 1 extra die.
Okay.
I'm thinking I'm going to have to do close combat as well if they come near us.
Okay.
But I'm not going after anybody
Right.
that comes near. That's it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
They're coming.
I'll give 2 to the front to Cody, the front man, because we really need him to make sure our path forward is not full of dudes. And then I'll give 1 to the guy bringing up the rear. I wish I'd gotten 4 so that I could have made it even.
Yeah.
That's great, though. We only have to make 1 success apiece.
Yeah.
Oh, you're looking for 5 between the 2 of you.
Yeah, but she's given us 3.
3 extra die. They're not successuces.
3 extra
Mine
dice.
don't count.
Yeah.
Okay. 3
The
extra
leadership
dice.
doesn't count. But I'm tossing extra dice your way, which are...
How do we use with modifications? Is that what you
and
said?
then add in the 2 extra d6 that she gave you. Or she gave you the 2?
I gave
Yeah.
Yanzik the 2 and Leonin the 1.
Okay. So roll with modification and then add 2 additional d6, then here roll.
All right.
1, 2, 3 successes. So you got to get 2, Eli.
Do you think force would make sense more than close combat? Because I'm not really swinging. I'm kind of just like with the stick,
Yeah.
trying to keep them at a distance. I'm not trying to strike them. I'm just trying to
Shoving
keep them
them back.
off.
Yeah, I think that's fine. We can go
Force?
with that. Yeah.
You've got like a javelin or a spear or something.
Now I add 1 here, right? Use with mod.
Yep,
Yeah,
use with
and then you
mod,
add
1
one
extra d6.
Okay.
This is such a vibe.
Whoa.
Yo!
2
Why would that
successes.
Let's fucking go!
Oh, because of the stress.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
that's too many.
Huh?
Force strength,
should be
let's
right.
see. So, what is your... Let me take a look.
I think I have a 3 force plus the 1 I added 1.
Yeah,
Then I
and
have 2 stress.
Yeah, but so the force also gives you your base strength,
Yeah.
too. So
So
the
that
way
is-
that it works
1, 2, 3.
is when you roll force, it gives you the 3 plus the 4 from the attribute it's tied to.
Oh, yeah, right.
So because you have
Got it.
4 strength, that's why you got so many.
Okay.
Okay, that is just enough. That's great. I will say, though, scrolling back up, we did have 1 mess up. So just as you guys are pushing through, these things kind of they're coming at you from every direction. They're running up behind, and Eli, you've got your stick. You're not really trying to harm them. You're just trying to keep them away as you're just kind of poking them and knocking them down as they fall down and start rolling back down the hill. Those of you that are, Cody, you're in the front. The ones that come up to you, they don't stand a chance as you're just beating the shit out of these things left and right. You don't seem to have Eli's restraint. You are swinging to put these things down. Okay? As you finally make your way back up the hill and you get to the road and stop to take a breath. But you didn't realize that you missed one, as it's just kind of right there at the side of the road. And Dr. Rain, I believe you were the one that messed up.
Yep.
You're just taking a deep breath, and at the last second, you hear it as you turn around, and this thing is just barreling down on you. Again, I'm going to need you to tell me what you do in this situation. There's one, the two of them are too far away at the moment to help you. How do you handle this?
Probably also either shove or bitch slap him.
Okay, that'll be another close combat.
I'm going based off of instinct, not on the smart thing to do in this given moment.
I love that. No successes.
Oh god, nope.
Would you like to push it?
How do I add the stress now and then do it?
So go ahead and add the stress. When you re-roll, it'll just re-roll what's there. But if you scroll down so go ahead and re-roll it. And then scroll down in your actions. There is a button that says push stress, and that will roll the one additional stress die for you.
Oh, fuck me running.
That's a mess up on a no successes of this walker attack. So I'm going to need a D66 from you. It's at the bottom of your actions
not
list.
The 666. We're not summoning Satan yet.
Nope, not yet. Just the D66. 36.
If I recall, this shouldn't be too awful.
Okay. As this thing barrels down on top of you, you put your hand out and start just pushing it, trying to hold it back at bay. As you're doing this, the other two still haven't noticed, they haven't been able to help you. You push it away and turn around, and there's another one that's just standing right there. And it grabs onto your arm, and you start pushing it as you can feel the other one start to grab onto your other arm. You feel yourself being pulled in two different directions. You can feel your skin, muscles, and arms just being stretched out as they're just pulling you. You take 2 points of damage, and I need you to make an endure roll.
Where do I mark my health?
I see
it. I'm a dingus. All right. Endure.
Mm-hmm.
Haboosh. I said roll.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
So,
awesome.
You did take 2 points of damage. The endure roll succeeded. So you did manage to not pass out. However, during that roll you just did, your final stress did mess up one more time. So you have another walker attack. You're in between these two. What do you do to get out?
Is it possible to help her now?
At this point, you could help. At this point, the two of you could help, which would give her...
I'll run and tackle one of them.
Okay. So that's going to give her
attack the other one.
2 additional dice on the roll that she does.
Okay. Let's
Man,
see.
your luck tonight already.
This is what happens when you play with me! You want weird
usually you're a survivor. We were expecting you'd be last woman standing.
Well, yeah, but you forget that when I was the survivor, that was after Athena shot me in the face.
It was just for fun, though, remember?
She still hasn't apologized. Oh, God.
That was what she said, it's just for fun.
Just shooting you for fun. Funsies.
Just for funsies, just bestie activities. I guess if I'm being, pulled by both of them, I'm kind of... Can I try to, twist my arm out of one of them?
Sure. That would be a mobility.
Okay.
So I'll give you mobility with an additional 2 from the help that they're giving you.
Okay. Use with modifications. 1, 2. Go. Hell yeah.
Success.
Yes.
As you manage to twist out of one right as Eli comes and just tackles this thing to the ground, and you turn around and you're able to just kind of push the other one off of you. and finally get free, and the two of them are still there, pushed back, but you are no longer in their grasp. As the three of you are now kind of together, one of them is on the ground, and the other one just kind of stumbled back a little bit. So at this point, the swarm size is 1, but the threat level is like 4, because they're still right there. So what do you do? There's only 2 of them.
I get to my feet as quick as I can.
Oh no, you're on your feet. You knocked the walker to the ground.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't tackle him to the ground. I just knocked him over.
Yeah. Or you could tackle him, but you're up. I'm not going to make you be prone for this.
I'm going to help up the doctor.
Okay.
I'm going to say run, and I'm going to step forward and try to like clock the head off the first one.
Close combat.
It's not moving still. All right.
That's so many dice. Easy enough. You'd say run as you just step over and bam, the one that's still on its feet. It doesn't stand a chance. It actually the muscles or something in its neck were already kind of loosened, and when you hit it, it just takes the head clean off the body. As it just takes another step or two before collapsing in front of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna step back and like point like I'm pointing to left field.
At this point, the one that you've knocked down actually kind of starts to roll down the hill. So, for the moment, you have some room to breathe.
Doctor, are you okay to walk?
Do my legs still work?
They do. They're a little wobbly.
I was gonna say what I missed I was too busy freaking out when I was reading the result of what 36 meant.
Yeah.
What did that mean?
You passed the endure, so you took 2 points of damage. So
okay.
you should only have 1 left. Since you passed the endure roll, you don't pass out. That's the bad thing, is that can make you pass out.
Okay.
So for all intents and purposes, you didn't suffer a bite. You're okay.
Okay. I'm just probably bruised.
Definitely bruised.
It's fucking, I guess.
Also, probably got a point of stress for that.
Yeah. Again.
Let's head up before they regroup and come back towards us.
I have a lot of stress right now. This ain't good.
Are we still like in the woods, or are we walking on the road? Where are we?
You got back to the road at this point.
Okay, good.
You were able to make it back to the road.
You're a doctor, don't you have some like Valium or something to take care of that stress?
I'm reminded of the Alien RPG crew's struggle to get stress-reducing drugs.
Having to con them on the ship to let them have them.
You're gonna
I very clearly remember that episode.
It was like 30 minutes. 30 in-game minutes. 30 real-life minutes.
I think that's when you made the comment about the shopping, watching your shop for 30 minutes or something.
Shopping episode.
The shopping episode.
Okay. You all have made it to the road. You know which way you were heading. The road's dead, though. Like, you don't see or hear any cars. And now that you think about it, you hadn't really passed any cars in a while on the bus.
Is this a usually busy road?
Decently busy, yeah. I mean, I would say it's, again, this is where you're going to have to suspend some disbelief, those of you in Atlanta. But the road you're on, I would say, is 2 lanes, 1 in each direction.
Okay, so like a suburby road?
Kind of, yeah. Enough that there should be traffic, at least a steady stream, although it's late. But with everything going on, I will say now that you're back on the road, you do see that there are 4 or 5 of these walking corpses that look like they've been ran over.
Is this what the bus driver hit?
I don't think we hit a deer, y'all.
Yeah, let's just go that way.
Yeah, I guess we should start walking in the direction we were heading.
I'm not passing any judgment on that driver after I just like smashed in 3 people's heads. So
I think it was more than 3.
I can't count real well. I can't count real well.
I'll stop. I'll stop giving you crap for it. That's just. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I almost just got my arm ripped off by a corpse.
So I still follow them along, but I'm looking at them both very nervously.
Okay.
And then I ask them, why is it just us that came out of there normal?
Well, all of them seem to have one thing in common, and that appeared to be that they were dead. As long as we're not dead, I think we're going to be normal.
I reach into my pocket and get out my Adderall and take 2 pills.
Probably a good idea.
I'm going to reach in my pocket and roll up a blunt and light it up and ask the doctor if she wants a hit.
Appreciate it, but I'm good.
I gotta do something to help the nerves, and right now I've seen a lot that legal marijuana is not a problem at the moment.
Yeah, I was going to say it's 2012. Just remember, it's not legal anywhere yet, I don't think.
Nope, not even
maybe.
Colorado.
Who cares anymore, right? It doesn't
Who
matter.
cares at this moment?
I don't even think that happened until I was in college.
At this point, a cop drives by and he's like, "Sir, let me see. Is that a blunt?"
Oh god damn it!
That would probably be bad, knowing my history. That would probably be really bad. He growled at me, I swear.
So, you're back on the road. You're going to just start walking in the direction you were driving?
I guess.
I don't know anything else to do. I mean,
Figure out
I'm not going to stand still, and we can kind of talk as we're walking, but...
We should talk quietly.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of stay... I think we're going to kind of stay close together. At least that was my thought. I'm kind of worried the doctor's going to drop at any moment because she almost got drawn and quartered. So, so I'm kind of staying by her to make sure she doesn't fall.
She seems wobbly. She does seem... I think that...
Yeah.
Rain might be putting on a little bit of a brave face, but she does seem to be having trouble walking alongside you at this moment.
Miss, you're a doctor. What can we do to help you?
Not a lot without, a lot of imaging probably.
Let's find a hospital.
Sure.
We're heading into Atlanta. There has to be a lot of nice facilities here.
Oh fuck yeah! There's one. They're scattered all over the place. Big hospital systems.
So let's
probably my colleagues actually.
Right now, I'm with you, Eli. It's kind of weird. It's also really quiet, and it just seems like there should be more lights, and I haven't seen any airplanes or anything.
I don't think I've been on this road, but like this kind of area is definitely. There's at least one person driving home late, after a night out or something at this hour.
Yeah, but we're only a few miles outside of Atlanta, right?
No, you still had like an hour and a half to go.
Okay.
I look up at the night sky, and I'm trying to figure out if we're headed in the right direction, because it would be brighter toward the city, you would think.
Give me a survival.
Ooh.
New skill.
Hey, we'll get to hit 1 or 2. You can push it if you want.
I don't want to.
Okay. It's hard to tell You're not really seeing maybe it's the trees. I don't know. Maybe it's the stress, but you're not really able to tell. The only thing you know is that this was the direction the bus was going. But those typical signs of life you were looking for, you're not seeing them. I will say, to your point, it is eerily quiet in that you're not even... You hear a couple of the night sounds that you would normally expect. Some crickets, maybe a frog or two, but you're not hearing the breadth of wildlife you would expect to be hearing in the middle of the forest.
I think we should move as quickly as possible, as quietly as possible.
Yeah, let's stay on the road. It'll be quieter and quicker.
Yeah,
How are you getting along, Doc? Are you able to walk?
Yeah, I'm good. Tell me I'm gonna frickin' lose my marbles if I keep sitting here in silence. Or keep talking about the fact that I almost got my arm ripped off by a corpse, so tell me something exciting. Literally anything that has nothing to do with the past however many minutes that just happened.
Well, in my last game, I knocked a grand slam. I brought in 4 runs.
I think I listened to that game on the radio.
Yeah, it was amazing. I can't believe they haven't put me up to the major leagues yet. And it was fantastic. Everybody was chanting my name. It was the most exciting time of my life. It'd be nice to be back there now and not be here. So that was a great time. It just reminds me of the smell of popcorn and hot dogs in the stands, and so it's just a lovely thought. What about you, Eli? You said you're a man of the land, right?
I own a farm and I grow Vidalia onions. It's how I make my living. But I'll tell you one thing. I'm a big fan of baseball, but I'm more of a striper fan. Sorry to say.
We're a minor league team. I would go wherever I could get if we could get into the majors.
Cody turns and beats Eli to death with a baseball bat.
I was gonna say, she just kind of looks at these two and it's like, I'm not gonna have to be worried about y'all fighting each other, right?
No, ma'am. Baseball's a game. And Eli was probably knows since I'm right there at him, but Cody looks really kind of depressed looking when he makes that statement and kind of walks on ahead of you, doesn't say anything. So.
Well, hopefully you'll get the time in the spotlight that you seem to clearly deserve. I mean, 4 runs is a lot.
I think.
Admit I don't know much about baseball. I'm sure you'll get it eventually. I'm not much of a spotlight kind of person myself, but...
Well, we were both lucky to have you here. We probably wouldn't have made it if it wasn't for you and that swing.
No. Thanks for saying that. I think we all worked together on that one.
Yeah. I'm kind of doing a shit job at my job. My job is the life saving.
Only on yourself. You've kept us safe.
What the fuck if I tell? She'll like nudge you with that. Ass.
You see that there's not a scratch on us?
The first patient she checked on got eaten alive. Or a lady.
Well, actually, no. The first patient I checked on tried to bite me.
Ate the other person alive.
Sure, yeah, sure.
And then I bitch slapped him, and then he bit his wife. Take that quote out of context.
I think that's the clip. I think that's the clip for this episode.
Definitely the clip, yeah.
The first person I checked on tried to bite me, then I bitch slapped him, then he bit his.
I should clip that and not tell what game it was from either.
Yes! Just zoom in on my face there.
Love it.
That's pretty good.
Just a normal Monday evening in Atlanta.
What were you playing? Scrabble. So
it depends on the part of Atlanta you're in.
I really should have done more homework on Atlanta before I tried to run this. You all are walking for a while. Probably the better part of an hour. But then, Eli, you would probably see it first, since you were looking out for signs of civilization. But up ahead, there does seem to be a small gas station. Some flickering lights catch your attention.
There's something up ahead over here. Maybe we should go in and check it out. I'm kind of thirsty, and I think we could all use something for some energy and maybe some rest.
Snack. That'd be great. Maybe they have a phone.
QT.
Good point. So yeah, we head
I've
towards
heard
the
of
gas
left
station.
mine. 2012, we'd have phones normally, yeah.
Did we? I don't remember. That was so long
I think
ago.
they were in the mainstream by that point, but
Yeah.
it was still more like a status symbol.
Was there an iPhone? There was an iPhone back then? I don't
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
My mom had an
I bought my
iPhone
girlfriend
3
a phone in
when I was
2008.
8.
Okay. I don't remember.
Yeah, my mother had an iPhone 3 when I was 8, which was 2008.
Oh, yeah, okay, sure. That's a long... Yeah, they've been out for a while. All right, you make your way, starting to walk up towards this gas station. I will ask you once again to suspend a little disbelief. I just really liked the shot of the gas station. I realize it's not an American gas station. I realize that.
Absolutely,
Okay,
but
I
it's
know.
cool looking.
But it was a great shot, so I used it.
If there's one thing I can do, it is suspend my disbelief in a game in which I almost got my arm ripped off by a man that was supposed to be dead.
I just wanted and if there's any commenters out there, yes, I know this is not a gas station you'd find in Atlanta. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just a
Excellent.
cool shot.
Also is doing viral research, right? Excellent.
Yeah, I work with COVID, flu, and RSV data for a living.
So yeah,
With the
she's
CDC.
really.
You're suspending a lot of disbelief for that. Okay. We appreciate that. So
It's a good time.
you start to make your way. Are you going in? How are you going? How are you approaching the gas station?
I would just be walking. I would feel like relieved that I saw some signs of civilization. So I'd kind of be relaxed, just be walking along, carrying my bat in one hand, not aggressively.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be more eager. I'd be more eager to get something to drink and to sit down and rest, and maybe find, something. I don't know. I wouldn't be
A person?
Yeah, like
We need to call the police and report this buses ran off the road too.
Yeah, I think the danger is behind us. I think now we're safe.
Okay.
Call the hospital.
Okay.
Call a hospital.
So, you're just approaching the gas station. You can see as you're getting closer, there are a couple cars, not many, like 2, maybe 3. You can't really tell around the side. There is a light that's just flickering, kind of right over the front door. It's a smaller gas station, only has about 2 pumps, right? So I mean, like 2. You can go on both sides, so it's really 4. But as you all are walking up, you do hear just the very audible sound of a gun, as someone says, "Hey, now hold it right there."
I stop.
Yep.
Put your bat down, Cody.
Okay,
Put your bat down.
I'm holding the bat downward.
You can see just kind of peeking through like the front door. It's kind of opened a little bit. State your business. What you doing here? You all one of them freaks?
What? We were on a
I-
bus. We just had an accident. We were hoping we could call the police or something.
I almost got my arm ripped off by a corpse.
Maybe
She's a
that's the
doctor.
freak
She needs
she's
help.
talking about.
Come into the light. A little bit closer.
Move into the light.
I'll move forward.
You don't look so good. That one in the middle, the lady. What's your deal? You hurt?
I almost got my arm ripped off by a corpse. I'm an ER doc. I was kind of hoping we could get somewhere where I could, get some imaging and assess the damage.
One of
No,
you
no,
can give me a manipulation roll with 2 additional for the other 2 people.
it should not be me.
I have hella empathy, so I'm so empathetic. You won't even believe
I think it makes sense to be you based on what you just said anyway.
Yeah. So I get how many bonuses?
2.
2, one for each of the
2.
other characters.
Okay. Haboosh!
Okay.
Welcome to startled noises with Epsilon. I make a lot of them.
But you succeeded.
3 successes, 2 mess ups. The guy just kind of narrows his eyes. Behind you, you all start to hear coming out of from behind like one of those old car washes that hasn't really been used in like 36 years. Although in
No,
2012 it
fuck.
might have still been open. You know what I'm talking about? All the gas stations had
Yeah.
one until they didn't.
It's like, it's technically open, but nobody's used it, and it's probably broken.
Right. In 2012 they might actually be using it. But from around behind there, you do see like 3 or 4 of these things start coming out. As the guy looks back and forth really quick, kind of turns and talks to someone behind him. All right, now hurry on up. He opens the door. Come on, get in here quick.
I'm going to pick the doctor up and run.
Okay. Perfect. Eli?
Try to move as
Unless
fast
she
as I can,
protests
right behind.
greatly.
She's not gonna. I don't think she has anything in her to protest greatly. She's probably more startled than anything.
Okay. Eli, I'm assuming you're going with him.
As fast as I can.
Okay. You all run in, and the guy turns and he grabs the door and he shuts it behind you as the walkers that came out from behind the car wash start shambling towards the door into the light. Oh, fuck, they heard you. As you all kind of get in and take a moment, you hear another gun as you turn around, and there is a woman standing there too, and she now has her rifle trained on the 3 of you. All right, it's just a precaution.
I tip my hat, go, ma'am. We don't mean you any harm.
I understand, but we've had some people already come through that said the same thing. There were more of us
Well,
then.
What is going on? You seem to know something we don't know. We were on a bus. We've been on the bus for quite some time, and then the bus wrecked, and then there were like people came alive that were dead. One of them tried to kill the doctor here, and we barely escaped from a group of them that were coming after us, and we've been walking down this road since then. What is going on? I'm trying to whisper this, so I'm not.
The guy at the front door goes, "Wait, this your first encounter with the walkers?" Yeah, it ain't been going on long, but didn't take long. Me and my wife, Jackson, that's Daisy. We own this little station. We've been working here for 5-6 years. It's about, I couldn't have been more than 2 days ago. Some cracked out guy came in here just running around, started pushing people, bit a couple folk. It was crazy. Started attacking people. Ended up getting killed. Cops showed up and had to put him down, but that's just the start of it. First that we saw. There's more of them coming in the next couple hours. It's, I don't know what they is, but they seem to want to, they just seem to have death on their mind. At this point, Daisy kind of speaks up. We had to shut down. We've been kind of held up ever since. Last night sometime, some folks rolled up, said that they needed some help. Wanted to get some gas. Of course, we had the pumps turned off. We went out to help them, and that's when they pulled their knives, their guns. We had about 3 other people with us, and they didn't make it out of the scuffle. The craziest thing is Jonathan, one of our friends, was killed, stabbed right in the gut. About 2 hours later, he was out walking around again. That's him, actually. She kind of points, and you can see at this point, there's a younger, was probably Caucasian man, that's now fully out in the light, that's just kind of shambling towards the door. We kind of been held up in here ever since. So you can forgive us if we're a little bit trigger happy when it comes to new folks rolling up with some kind of story about not knowing what's going on out there.
No, I understand. Sorry, Dr. Rain. I take her and set her down in a chair.
What's happened to her, by the way?
A couple of them got a hold of her, and they were trying to, I guess, fight over her or something. They were trying to, pull her apart. But she managed to jerk away from them, and then we...
This is of vital importance, and she turns to you, Rain. Did one of them bite you?
No, not as far as I'm aware.
Give me another manipulation roll. I know you're not manipulating them, but you are trying
They're
to
not
convince them of
inclined to
something.
believe me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
One success. That's a relief. We've seen things go bad quickly from a bite from one of those things. It seems to kill rather efficiently.
Well, human bites are nasty.
Yeah, these things, I don't think they're human no more. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No problem. I have a question, though. Nobody on the bus we were on got bit, but they started turning into these things. They woke back up.
Yeah, that's what we noticed, too. That's like I said, our friend got stabbed in the gut. Dead as a door now. Until he wasn't.
An old man died in his sleep. And I was, I thought I saw something, so, I was checking for brain activity. I pick up the little flashlight. And suddenly he was trying to bite my hand, so I bitch slapped him.
That seems like an effective tactic. All we know
bitch
is you
slapping is effective?
Anything's effective, as long as it keeps them from biting you. As long as it keeps them from biting you.
Rain used bitch slap. It's super effective.
We're sorry for your loss. It was awful kind of you to let us in this late at night with all this going on.
Yeah, well, I don't want to be the kind of person that turns people away when they need help, but we just gotta be careful. I think I need to apologize to y'all, though, because looks like more of them's coming. I don't know how long we can actually hold up in here. What was y'all's plans? You heading down to Atlanta before... What'd you say, your bus ran off the road?
Yeah.
I work
I gotta
in one
tell
of the
you,
hospitals in the city.
I gotta tell you, phone line's been down for a while, so we ain't really heard much. We used to get news from people coming by, but as you might imagine, traffic's kind of stopped. Hell, your bus pulled up. It'd have shocked the fuck out of us. But if I was you, I think that city's probably the last place I'd want to go. If it's this bad out here, I can't even imagine what it is down there. Or hell, I don't know. Maybe they got it under control. We're having trouble out here because there ain't no people to help us out. I don't know.
Well, we sure could use some medicine or something. Maybe there's a pharmacy that's in a suburb instead of going all the way into the city.
And maybe you could find something. Sorry, I ain't
I
got
have
nothing
some
like that.
stuff.
We just got some Doritos and shit like that. I don't
I
think
have
it's gonna
some
help you
stuff
much.
on me.
Yeah, I don't know what good it would do to pay you at the moment, but can I get a bag of those Doritos? I'm like starving. We hadn't eaten in like hours.
Please, just take what you need. Money's the last thing we're worried about right now.
I'm gonna tear into a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos, one of those great big huge, family size bags.
The
Yeah.
good kind of Doritos.
Yeah.
I'll grab a few Twinkies and put them in my pocket.
That's a good idea. Those things never go bad.
But yeah, they're around after the.
Yeah, but then they
Apparently in
get
the apocalypse.
smooched and then it's a mess.
True.
That's the only downside.
Hey Doc, you want anything?
The best snack was in my background earlier, and it's Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its are a good one. Cheez-Its are a good snack.
I think
So
in the
Cheez-Its
meantime,
it is. I like throw a bag of Cheez-Its at her.
I'm trying to in the meantime get my. I have like a basic medical kit or whatever, and I'm like, I should probably try to do something about something, even if it's just taking some Advil. So it's I've got stuff open and suddenly Doritos land in my medical kit.
Oh, they do have
sorry.
Advil and things like that. I mean, the basic stuff you would find in a gas station, some pain relievers, that would probably help.
Yeah. I would
What
like
kind of
to
pain
do
relievers?
that.
I have some pain relievers.
Yeah.
Would that help you?
Sure. Probably.
I have
I'm not really feeling it right now, but I'm also at this point probably too freaked out to feel anything.
I have some Oxycontin.
Jesus Christ. I was thinking Advil.
Well, I said I had some painkillers, not some candy.
We're gonna have a conversation later, I have a feeling.
Well, do you want one or not?
No, I'm gonna get the Advil. I'd like to have my wits about me. This entire thing is just Rain's all right, now I'm finally gonna deal with the fact that I almost got my arm ripped off. Cody comes out of here with some shit like that, and she's like, well, now I can't focus on being in pain because I'm too busy being what the fuck is this man on about?
All right, look, we're surrounded by the dead. You want to get high or not?
No, thank you.
At
Reminds
this
me of a
point,
friend of mine.
You do have a little bit of time.
Yeah.
So remind me of the rules. I do think you'll at least reduce one stress.
Yeah, I believe.
You're having a meal.
Yes.
You get a little bit of time.
Are we considered our anchors with each other since
No, you
we
all
didn't
just
really
met.
have a choice in that at the beginning? We normally have a
I'm not
PCA.
giving you anchors for a one shot. This is hardcore. Are you kidding me?
Hell yeah.
Okay, how about 1 point then, because we sit around and talk for a while.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody gets 1 point of
Yeah.
stress relieved. But yeah, anchors. I'm not giving you anchors. You guys can form anchors at the end of this.
It was worth a shot, yeah.
Honestly, this man is honestly, y'all are probably just keeping her sane at this point. And yeah, I'm gonna get Advil. I don't know if there's bleeding or ice packs or something. I'll grab an ice pack.
Okay.
And such.
They don't. Yeah, I mean, you can find stuff. They have cold things, and the place still has electricity, so you could definitely find something to.
Get a cold can of Coke Zero.
Yeah.
Oreo flavored one. Oh wait, shit, it's 2012. Never mind.
You guys have a little bit of downtime. About an hour and a half. At this point, you're actually in a place with a clock, so you'll know that it's like 3 a.m. And the dead outside are just continuing to come. At this point, Jackson's kind of looking out. I hate to tell you this, but they just kind of keep pouring out of the woods there. Kind of lost track of them. But I don't know if they're attracted by the light or if they heard you coming in or something, or
Well, if we're quiet, will they go away?
I don't know. We can try, but they're milling about out there.
Would I realize that the blinking light might be an issue?
You're not
And
sure.
we like maybe
Think it might.
if they're attracted by the light, can you turn the power off?
Or at least the lights.
Well, yeah, we can cut the power. It'd probably start making some of the food go bad. Of course, we got that stuff. Kind of points to your packaged food. I kind of look at disdain, like he doesn't.
Well,
The thing, maybe he doesn't eat that, even though he sells all this shit at his gas station.
well,
Maybe it's because
we
he
wouldn't
sells
have.
it.
Maybe we wouldn't have to leave it off like a long time. I mean, if we keep those freezers closed, they're gonna stay cold for quite some time, and maybe they'll wander off if we turn it off and everything's dark, and then in a few hours, when the sun comes up, we can turn it back on, so the food will be good.
2 hours at a bare minimum should be
Yeah.
ought to be safe. Any longer than that, and you might. It's not necessarily like that's the point where it's like bam bad, but that's the point where you might want to get choosy with what you decide to do with stuff after
It's
that.
the apocalypse. You don't get to choose your food.
All right. Yeah. We can cut the power.
Reciting food safety facts from the restaurant jobs you have in high school and college. Like the ones I've had.
I can do that. He goes away for a little bit, and eventually you kind of hear just because everything just kind of shuts down, and the light outside goes off.
I don't like that
suggest
noise.
that we're really quiet. Really, really quiet now. And I'm gonna take this opportunity to kind of lay my head down on like the table there and just see if I can fall asleep.
Okay. See if this will switch. Oh, yeah, perfect. Got rid of the flashing light. Now we got like just some darkness out there.
Steamy.
Is there a way for the walkers to see in to where we are, like through a window or a door?
Yeah.
Or
So the front door is just basically two big things of glass. So it's one of those, those gas stations where you can kind of see in everything.
Mhm.
So it's not. They could definitely see in, and you are very aware of everything outside. They don't seem to be actively trying to get in at the moment.
They're not smart.
Say, Jackson, do you have a spare blanket or sheet or something I can hang on that door?
Sorry, for some reason I thought you were talking to Cody. I'm like, okay. Yeah. We got. I was like waiting for you to respond. Yeah, that's actually not quite a bad idea. That kind of give me the creeps just staring around at us out there. Yeah, let me go get you something. And he goes away and comes back within like 2 minutes, and he's got like some big tarps that he got out from the back. It'll do the job. At this point, I'm gonna need you to hang these. I am gonna require a stealth because you're getting close to the door, and you might risk them noticing movement.
Anybody good at stuff?
Cody, can you give me a hand?
Absolutely.
So you can have one additional one for that. Don't forget to have taken off your stress before you do this.
So, plus 1d6.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any stealth. Oh, good.
One success. There you go. On the stress. I love it. As you get
Stress
over it,
dice
and
are. Well,
stress dice can
stress
be
dice are
good.
just extra. They're just extra success chances. They've been
There's a
saving us
moment.
actually.
I know
If you
most
have
of your.
under like 5 of them, they're so useful. When you start hitting higher ones, then you get the last episode of Heart of Darkness,
Mhm.
or one of the last episode of the last Alien campaign over on Omega's channel, where shit hits the fan and then it just keeps getting thrown at the fan.
Yeah, it keeps getting worse and worse. I love the stress mechanic. There's a moment when you're hanging this where one comes dangerously close and you kind of just freeze for a second and it stops and you swear you think it notices you until it just shambles away. And you manage to finally get them kind of hung up. And that's now blocking your view outside and their view in. So you relax a little bit. At this point, Daisy walks over to you, Rain. Just kind of sits down and she reaches you a bottle of water and some more Advil. How you holding up?
I'm alive, I think.
You seem alive enough. We haven't known them to be able to talk.
Yeah, I will admit I'm not really used to being the patient.
I can imagine that's hard. She kind of looks around. Look, you seem smart. I've been talking to Jackson. I don't think we can stay here, but I can't convince him to leave. And I think that you know that this isn't really sustainable either. Do you think you could help me convince him to leave it?
Do we know where we'd go instead?
Well, we do have a farm not too far from here. I'm not sure what the state of it is, but it's an old family farm of my mother's. I have some people staying there. I think that they perhaps might still be there. I don't know. We haven't been able to contact them, but we have places to go. Places that are more secluded than this, easier to guard than this. I mean, this place is just
shit coming.
Exactly. I mean, this is just, we're basically a beacon. I mean, you all saw us from, I'm assuming, a mile away. That's the point. That's the point of a gas station, to be noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
But he won't leave. And it's starting to worry me. And I could use another strong, confident, smart woman helping me to wear him down a little bit, if you wouldn't mind.
I'll see what I can do. Kind of hard to refuse a lady who's having a hard time, you know. I say walking straight, but then I look at them out there and figured that's not much of an argument.
It's not the pity thing. You're a doctor, yes?
Yeah.
Doctors command respect. You know your shit. I think he might listen to somebody that he views as an authority figure.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I am an authority figure. If I can use that to get us out of a death trap, sure.
Okay, next time I bring it up, I'll call in your assistance.
I'll be waiting.
Can I get you anything else?
No, I'm okay. Maybe another cold thing. Those things are strong.
I'll be right back. She gets up and goes and fetches you something else. Not sure if you want it. But she does also bring you back a beer. Just one. Just take the edge off. It helps. Me, anyway.
Why not?
What are the other two of you doing?
Trying to sleep, but sleep's not coming.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to sleep too. I'm just kind of laying my head on the table, kind of eavesdropping on that conversation that was just being had, actually.
Okay. Yeah. I'll say you were able to get the gist of it. All right. Let's see.
We do be chilling.
For the moment,
I respect
things...
the doctor, so I'm not going to say anything about anything that was said. Doctors have helped me out a lot, so.
You all managed to get a fitful few hours of rest. Is that another stress, Cody? Do you remember? Or is that
Yeah,
a double low?
if we sleep, it's a double low, yeah.
Okay.
In a place that we feel is kind of safe.
So I'll actually leave that up to you. As our peers, would you be able to get any sleep in this place?
Well, I'm positive I can. This is safe, as safe as I have felt since all this has started happening, and there's a lot of other people around that are paranoid for me. And not to mention, I was smoking some of the wacky weed earlier, so
Sure, there's that. Okay,
yeah.
double low stress removed for you. So double low is just you can also, if you want to just do the roll D66, you'll just take the lower of the two.
So like just hit the roll thing and hit 2 dice or something.
Or that, yeah, either way. So
Ooh,
Cody
3.
loses 2. Rain loses 3.
3. Yeah, that's nice. Actually, that's all of my stress. I'm down to 0 now.
What about you, Eli?
I have 1.
Whoa!
Bruh.
5 stress. I think you only had 1 anyway.
Yeah.
Eli
You
is
have
like
negative
chilling.
stress.
I was
You're
knocked out.
Nice. We
In the
never
beginning.
rolled that good.
You're just like fully like forget freaking Cody with the weed. You've got it now. You don't need it.
As soon
We
as that
have
tarp
never
went up,
rolled more than 1 or 2.
You've got some nice like mood music, but quiet enough so that they can't hear it. It's like nature sounds.
yeah, he's got his phone, he's got some ambient noises, and he's just like covered up, big smile on his face. Just best sleep he's had ever.
I like to think Rain just hit the didn't think she could sleep, but then the adrenaline crash hit, so
She just kind of passed out.
yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. Morning comes, and with it the rain. As you wake up, and there is a thunderstorm that has rolled in the middle of the night.
Oh, nice. I like the weather effects.
Yeah, I love
Yay.
alchemy.
Then you got the lens
Do I
flare and
get
everything.
a point of health back?
That I believe you do.
Yep.
It's like
You got a
1 a
point of health back.
day.
Yeah, I think
get
you get
1.
1 back.
Yay! That's better than 0.
At this point, Daisy is kind of looking out the window. Jackson, there's too many of them out there, and they're not going away. We can't stay here any longer. They're going to overrun this place. No, we're safe in here. What you want to go out, try to make it to the truck in this, and we just wait a little bit. They'll move on. Jackson, they haven't moved on all night, and there's just more of them coming. I don't know what it is, but they're not leaving. We can't stay here. I ain't leaving. This is just madness. We can't make it past all of them. Well, if we stay here, we're going to just eventually either starve to death or die. She turns around and her eyes lock with you, Rain. What do you all think? The truck is just right. I can see the truck from here. If we just make a dash, we can make it in the truck. We have enough room. My family has a farm a little ways from here. Much safer, much more secluded.
I assume you got gas, yeah?
Of course we have gas. This is a gas station. You think we let our truck... Oh,
that was a joke, honey.
Sorry, I'm stressed. Yes. All we have to do is make it to the truck. Have you looked outside? Like? There ain't no making it past all these fucks.
Hey, I don't think you should be so loud. And if eventually we're going to do something and they're going to hear us, and if they really want to come through that glass, they're going to come in here and we're not going to have anywhere to go. I have to agree with
Easy.
Your wife and the doctor here, and the doctor hasn't steered us wrong so far.
I agree as well. And in a rainstorm might be the best time to go.
See? It's time, Jackson. We have to get out of here. Who do you want to make the manipulation roll? Do you want to do it, Rain, or do you want to leave it up to the NPC?
Rain wants to do it.
Rain would love to do it. She was called upon specifically to utilize her authority, even like one final move. Okay. It's like,
so you'll get 3 additional dice for each person that agreed with you just then, because you do have it is a majority arguing against this.
Yeah, at this point, just like, yeah. So at this point, like, from what I've gathered, they're not smart, but I think they're smart enough to catch on that this place is inhabited. And there's, like, forest and shit. So we can't see them coming too good. I'm so good.
2 successes. Okay. Jackson just kind of looks around between the 4 of you. Oh, fuck. I get the keys. He just kind of like gives his wife one last look. I really hope you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I think we should shove all the food we can in a bag or something, though.
I agree. Let's take 15 minutes. Grab anything you think would be necessary, anything that would help, and then we'll make a break for it.
So in this little general stores, do they have like things like little backpacks for kids for school or something like that, or is this a store that would have something like camping equipment like that?
No camping equipment, but they do have like those shitty drawstring bags. They get the job done, but they're not really great. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Lots of sunglasses, and little things like that, but no like heavy duty camping equipment. This is really just kind of a
quick trip.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. Like exactly like one of those just little side of the road, stop, get your gas, get something to drink, get back on the road.
All right. I'm going to grab a draw bag, and I'm going to fill it full of things in that junk food I like.
Okay.
Twinkies, Ho-Hos, yeah, Ding Dongs, Doritos.
Love it.
Stuff that's completely not nutritious at all.
Other things to call people that are also an insult.
Right. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Wow. Okay, and then like grab the whole thing of like Slim Jims, and just throw it in there.
That's also an insult.
As you're doing that, Daisy's just looking at you, shaking her head. Racist. So.
And I'll grab some milk before it goes bad. Milk's good for you.
Milk and bread. That's what you need in an emergency. Milk and bread for some reason.
Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to grab that roll of toilet paper because that's always an emergency
thing. The toilet paper. Boom. Actually, in the apocalypse, it probably is worth hoarding some toilet paper. You know, around season 7 or 8 of Walking Dead, they had to have run out of toilet paper. Okay.
Oh my god. I was like, I need to watch this show, but that's an entire fucking rabbit hole.
It's, yeah. Between the 12 seasons and all the spinoffs, it's great. I love every second of it, but it's a lot if you haven't been there from the beginning. So
it's yeah. You start from the beginning. Don't give up when it gets to season 4.
It dips. It does get better. It does get better.
It gets much better after that.
Plus, honestly, I've been digging even the last couple of years since the show ended. I thought have been great spinoffs. Like I'm loving Daryl Dixon, but
Daryl Dixon, I think, is fantastic. I think it's better than the original show. Honestly.
yeah, it's pretty good. I
It's
like Dead
fantastic.
City too. Okay.
Yep.
About 15 minutes. Everyone's kind of gathered back around. Jackson still looks very resistant to this, but he is going along with it. All right. So what's the plan? We just make it out, run for the truck. I got the keys. I'll hop in the driver's seat. I know it's raining, but, the three of you probably need to just hop in the bed. I did bring...
that's literally my name, so...
Well, so you should be fine, right?
Hell yeah.
Is there a way out the back?
No, unfortunately. That got jammed up about 2 weeks ago, and we never got around to fixing it because, well, didn't really think it was going to be going to help.
A pressing issue.
Yeah, till it became
looking
one.
Looking at how the zombies are, would it be better for maybe a couple of us to run to the truck, and they'd kind of follow us, and then get in the truck and pull around in front of the door and let everybody jump in?
That's a good idea. That was a
you.
diversion.
I can run pretty fast. I'm not the fastest runner, but I'm pretty athletic and pretty quick.
Wait a minute. You gotta trust this guy to come back for you? What if he just takes off?
That's a good question. I'll go with you. That's the way we want to do it.
Well, I did say a couple of us. You do have the keys. I was going to more run ahead of you, and if there was any resistance, knock them out of the way.
You do
Why
have
wouldn't
a
you
bat.
trust me, Eli?
Yeah,
I give Eli the sideways glance,
I actually probably didn't even think to ask this, but y'all didn't know each other before this? I kind of just assumed you was all traveling together.
No.
We were on the same bus.
Yeah, I played minor league ball. I was coming back to Atlanta.
I was sent out. I was, doing some work in some rural hospitals out in the Midwest. The farmers definitely need somebody in the ER that isn't used to them to tell them to stop being so damn stubborn.
Yeah, Eli, you hear that?
I was just thinking. All right, so the plan, me and you gonna run out, grab the truck, pull it back around. Rest of them hop in.
Yep.
All right. Anybody have any objections to that?
Nope. Just as long as you take the gun with you just in case you get jumped.
Yeah, this thing ain't leaving my side.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I would say it'd be good if you kind of pulled it sideways, so you block off the entrance to where the pumps are, and they'll have a harder time getting around.
Right.
So you kind of put it perpendicular to the pumps, and then they'll have a harder time getting around the truck and them to get to them, and then they can just have a straight run for the truck. Understand what I'm saying?
Oh, I got you. All right. We got a plan. He turns around and kind of pulls Daisy in. I hope you know what you're doing. Fuck, I hope I know what I'm doing. And then he just gives her a nice kiss.
Oh.
See you in a minute. All right, Batman. Let's go.
I love it.
Opens the door.
All right. Let's make a sprint for it. What do we want? Mobility?
Yeah, at this point, they are not aware of you. So,
sneaky.
You can...
Stealthy?
It's up to you. It is up to you. Right now, they are not aware of you yet. So you can do this however you want to do it. It would either be mobility or stealth.
Okay. I'm better at mobility. But let's try stealth and we can use mobility if they catch us. I think I would try to sneak.
Okay.
Nope.
No successes.
I'm going to push. Do I just click the reroll, or how?
You'll
how do I
have
do
to
that?
click the reroll and then scroll down, and there's one called push stress because the reroll won't automatically add the stress, so it'll roll one additional stress die that way.
Reroll, and then where's
Push
push
stress.
stress?
That's toward the
And then
bottom
don't
of your
forget-
action
Third
list.
from the bottom. Yeah.
And then don't forget to add your stress.
Okay, and I need to add a stress in before I do that.
It doesn't matter the order. Just hit the push stress first. The push stress button just rolls one additional stress die. That's all it does.
Okay.
I ran out of time to figure out how to automate all that together. Okay. There's a moment where, as you're sneaking through, you think one of them is about to find you, and you manage to kind of like pull up and hide behind the pump as it just walks right by you, and you can smell just that smell of death and decay off this thing, and you can just hear the but it just passes. You manage to make it on over to the truck. Well, you do, anyway.
Oh,
Because
God.
Jackson did not succeed on his stealth
No!
roll. And NPCs can't push.
Okay.
You manage to make it over, and then you hear...
I mean, I'm not leaving him. If
he's not that far behind you, but you hear like a clattering, like like cling, 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 as you turn around and you see Jackson. He stopped. He's like, fuck. And look down in the dark. He didn't see. There was like, just like one of those, what are they called? You use it to jack up the tire?
The
tire iron.
Tire iron. Someone had left behind that he kicks, and it just kind of went like, skidded across the pavement as he kind of turns around, and you see all of them just one by one. They all start looking in your direction.
I just motioned for him to run.
The threat level is now 3 because they are aware of the two of you.
And he has the keys, so I'm waiting for him. I'm waiting for anything to get close enough to smack.
He runs and jumps in the car. Let's do that. I've got some. I'll just bring the walkers up.
You can just feel the... Everybody in the building can just feel the god fucking damn it radiating off of Rain.
As he runs, he pulls into the car and he puts the key in. Are you hopping in the back or where are you going?
I'm hopping in the back.
Okay.
I'm gonna let his wife get in the front.
He turns it. Come on! And he turns it again. On the third one, you hear the truck kind of finally start up as they're coming towards you. He is going to attempt to pull it back around for everybody.
Run over a zombie or two in the process, you know?
Get ready to run.
He does get a success on this as he pulls it back around, runs over 2 of them.
Hell
starts
yeah!
pulling it back around, but at this point, they are the ones that are by the door kind of turn around and they're coming in and just circling this truck. What are you all going to do? At this point, he pulled up and he pulls around and kind of screeches to a stop in the way that Cody suggested. So you guys are going to have to run out and jump into the truck if that's your plan, or fight.
And I'm motioning, and if one's close enough, I'm going to smack it in the head.
Okay. This will technically count as like a second swarm fight, because they are all around there. Let's see. Let me just take a look at the sizes, make sure I don't say it wrong. Threat levels. So the threat level's 4, and the swarm size is bigger than before. The swarm size is a 3, so total of 7.
Okay. Does the NPC count with this?
3 NPCs or PCs roll for this. So
Okay.
it can be the 3 of you, or you can hand it to one of the NPCs.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to get
Let's all get into the bed of the truck. Speed.
We should get like. Oh, my brain is like, get a step stool. Is this a jacked up truck? Is it taller than me? A 5'8"
Cody's in there. He
human
could help
woman?
you pull up too.
Cody's in the back, yeah.
Okay, got it.
You,
And I
if
can
you
help
want
Daisy.
to get a step stool and try to gingerly climb in, more power to
I
you.
will not be doing that, but I could use a step stool as a weapon.
True. Okay. They've pulled up. What are y'all doing? The door is open. You can see they don't have much time to wait on you because they are closing in. And if you wait too long, the truck's going to get surrounded.
Eli looks like a strong lad, yeah?
Let's go. We have to run. Let's sprint it.
What if you just, like, yeeted a heavy object into the middle of the cluster of them to disorient them long enough to give us an extra couple seconds?
Well, what's nearby the door that I could just grab?
There's like, you're looking for like a heavy object. Right inside the door is
Yeah.
that big spinny thing with all of the sunglasses on it. I mean, you could pick up the whole thing.
I picked up
shit.
the whole thing and I step out the door and I yeet it at him.
Yes!
I love this. What would that...
Thank
Now
you
they're
for
all
using
wearing
the proper
sunglasses.
terminology.
The zombies are wearing sunglasses now.
Yes!
They're all like...
They're all, oh
Just
shit, I
land-
left
they all
my
have
sunglasses in my
sunglasses on
car.
now.
Damn it!
So I'm going to give you a couple choices on what you can roll. You can use a force because you're basically yeeting this at them, trying to like bowl them over with it. I think range combat's probably a stretch. Heck, actually, maybe I'm not giving you a choice. I think force is going to have to be what it is. Range
Okay.
combat, maybe, but I still feel like that might be pushing it a bit.
I wish
don't
you
know
could
if
do
I'm
like
trying to-
Mosh and use different skills with different attributes, because a strength-based range combat is definitely a thing that should be allowed. But
Yeah,
Could be
this
close
is the free
combat.
league system.
could be
close
close.
combat if
So
he's taking and slamming it into him.
I'll give you,
Yeah.
okay, force or close combat. Pick whichever of the two you want.
Battering.
I'm going to use force just because I'm really not trying to throw it at them to harm them. I'm trying to like get it in the way so that we can get a head start into the truck while they're stepping over the thing or whatever.
Fair.
Yeah, make him
Love
be like,
it.
oh, what the fuck?
Love it.
I got one success.
One success. As you manage to you pick this thing up and throw it out, it does hit and clang. Cling, cling. You knock one or two of them over, and it does seem to distract a couple of them.
Okay.
You want to
have
push
two-
it? We have
You
to have
can't-
7 successes.
You can push it. If you push, it keeps the success you have.
Yeah,
It'll
then
just
I will.
re-roll the others.
I will. I certainly will. So re-roll and then roll the stress die.
Yeah, exactly. And then don't forget to add the stress to your attribute, but just hit
Well, wait.
re-roll and then the push stress button.
It won't re-roll my success. That's the way the.
It won't.
Okay,
It
good.
keeps the success. It looks like
Oh.
it re-rolls it, but it always keeps it.
Yeah.
And then
So-
hit push stress. I believe.
And then
Yeah, on the actions at the
Push
bottom.
stress,
there's
I
one
just
called push
use?
stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, just use it.
Yeah.
It literally just rolls a stress.
I see.
Okay. Still 1. Don't forget to up your stress at the in your attribute though. Okay. So he has created a little bit of an opening. What are you doing? Right.
I think I am going to. Let's see here. Honestly, I think my best bet is probably just to run for it. Either that or. My brain said, I wonder if there's fireworks. Then I remembered we're in a gas station, and then I remembered that what I'm thinking of is a terrible idea.
Yeah.
We could have some
Whether or
big
not there's,
fireworks.
it would be too much, even if there were, to go get it and set it up at this point. That would have been a great idea, like in preparation. But now, like, there's just no time.
Yeah, no, this is all a terrible, it's a terrible idea right now. So, yeah, I think my best bet is to just Neum, unless somebody else has any better, like, ideas for skills they could contribute to this.
I love the internet terminology that's made its way into this.
That's purely my fault, and I accept it, and I own it, and it will infect you all.
Yeah, I mean, so if you're gonna just take a break for
Mobility,
it,
I
it'd be
guess.
mobility.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just make a break for it.
Okay.
Fuck it. Okay, this
You
is
gonna
push
this. I do believe this situation calls for a little push.
Oh.
Fuck
Oh.
me running.
Roll push stress.
Roll the additional stress.
Fuck me running.
That could not have been
Literally,
worse.
I am running. I am running.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead before we. So you just bolt for the door. Before anything happens, because I don't want Cody to react to it. What are you doing in order to help? Is this all this happens and then the result?
I am trying to clear the ones that are right by the truck so they have a clear run. So I'm using close combat to try and knock them away from the truck.
Okay, go for it.
So let's
You
try that.
accidentally smack Rain, and that's the mess
Oh,
up.
no.
She's like climbing up, and you're like, ah!
Fuck off! That's me.
Not me.
One success.
Now we're gonna try and push it. I should have
So
two
we're at
stress though. Why is my
who?
stress next one?
Did
No,
you
I only
make
have
sure
one.
that-
That's right.
Yeah, because we took some
Because
time.
we got rid of them. Yeah. So let's
Hmm.
I
reroll it.
suggest pushing. You need 5
I am.
more.
Oh, nice.
Whoa!
You did get 3, which means you did get at least half. So I believe that gives you an additional success next round. But in this case, you were unable to meet what you needed.
Right. We have 4 total, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
4 total. So
4 total.
we get 1 free success next time.
As they're starting to climb up, or at least put their hands on, and you are just with your bat, bam, bam, just taking them out. You have made a decent distraction, Eli, and with this, Rain thinks that she has a clear shot as she starts running, dodging in between them. But as you start to get closer, they get kind of all over you, and you shoulder past one of them. And when you do that, pain just shoots up your arm where you got hit, and you freeze momentarily. And you're going to suffer 1 walker attack as this thing turns around. You have 1 chance. What are you going to do to get away from this thing? As the one you kind of shouldered, you freeze for a second, and it turns, and it just comes at you.
I'm gonna try to duck away with the little mobility.
Okay.
Duck and run.
How many stress you at now?
I think
2?
2. Yeah.
Okay.
I need to put the meter. Okay. Da 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 da. Where's the button? That one. Haboosh. I got 1.
1 success. You managed to push this thing away. It hurts when you push it, and with the way your arms are and already hurting, you see spots for a second. But you did manage to get away from it. You're still not there, though, as time is running out. They're coming in closer. Let's see. For you, I guess for you and you only, the threat level would now be 5 because they're at arm's length because you ran out in the middle of them and messed up. So
Should have taken the oxycontin, and that wouldn't have happened.
I feel like that would have been more likely to happen. Don't give me that.
You wouldn't have felt any pain.
Fair.
Can't argue with that.
Another round is upon us. What are y'all doing?
All right,
Eli,
boys.
you're still in the store.
Truck.
Yeah.
What about Daisy?
Oh, Daisy.
She's in there too, right?
She's in there with you, yeah.
She should.
I'm gonna-
She's got a gun, doesn't she?
Did she try to run or anything?
She did not, because only 3 people can take a turn, remember?
Only
So-
3 people can take a turn against the thing that count towards the horde, but the other people can do things also that do
True.
not count.
True.
She's got a fucking
she'll
gun.
run.
I mean-
she should do
So
something.
she can't shoot, because that would be against the horde, but she can run.
Oh.
So I will have her run and see if she can make it to the truck. And then you all can decide if she wants to take one of your all's place in the next round. Let's see. I think I have these not showing. She does get 1 success, though. She runs out with you, Rain, and doesn't seem to notice when you fall behind as she makes it to the truck and pulls herself in, and then turns around looking to see where you were. And that's when she spots you. Now
No,
that'll
she was
bring us-
saying. She was saying, I don't have to beat the zombies. I have to just beat Rain.
Fair.
Wow. Good to know you value my life so well.
I'm trying to help you. I'm talking about her. Daisy's just ran right by you.
Okay.
So,
Is she an old lady?
She's like, I
No.
imagine she's like 50.
Okay.
She's pretty
Yeah.
spry, apparently, for
All right.
50. She sprinted by you.
no, they're, yeah, I'd say 4. I had them in my mind like 45.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So-
there we go.
She's probably faster
Like-
than me then.
Probably
This isn't
old
the
enough to
elderly
have a-
couple. The elderly couple's dead, okay?
Right. They
No,
got.
no,
we're
these
eating
guys
each
are old enough to have a couple kids running around, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, the doctor's hurt, so that's a problem
well-
right there.
other. Well,
Next round. What are we doing?
I'm still behind
Mm-hmm.
Rain, so I could try to run and pick her up and help her.
You could, yeah.
How close are zombies? Is this a possible thing, or?
With her, they are at arm's length with her. So because she kind of got in the middle of them and then messed up, she's kind of halfway to the truck, and they are like circling around her. She definitely probably needs some help.
So I'm just gonna go full sprint and try to grab her by the waist and pick her up and dive into the bed of the truck.
Okay. Let's see. What would this be? And I'm open for suggestions.
I would think it
Between
would have to
force
be
and
force.
mobility.
Yeah.
Force and mobility are the two I'm torn between. Force, being able to pick her up, but mobility, you also have to be able to get around all
Or
of those.
Well, the force could be used for both of those. You
Yeah,
can
you
pick
can
them up
shove
and then
your-
kind of power drive
Sure.
through them.
shove
Sure.
the zombies to pick up Rain.
And keep in mind, we are still looking for those 7 successes across the 3 of you. for
Okay.
this to- But
I'm
getting you in
again
the truck,
to try to.
getting you in the
I
truck
could
would
help
probably
by
help.
bitch slapping them. That seems to have gone really well for me so far.
So you'll give that a force, and because your action is going to directly impact one of the other characters, we will let this one play out first. Let's see how you do it.
Let's go. Yo!
3 successes. Eli
You want
comes
to push it?
barreling
push it?
through.
Eli was a high school baseball player, but didn't make it to the minor leagues or major leagues.
So yeah, what does this look like? How do you want to get in there?
Well, I think I see a window when she's in between the walkers that I could just kind of run real low, grab her, and get underneath her and pick her up, and
Okay.
then get past them and then jump with her into the bed. I know it's gonna hurt, but speed is more
fireman
important.
carry.
Fireman carry, love it. Rain, you're starting to panic because you think that. I'm wondering if I should up your stress. I think I'll leave it alone. Because you're surrounded again. You see these things from both sides, and you're starting to have flashbacks of the last time. You've had a really rough 10 hours. And then out of nowhere, you just feel your body being lifted. And it hurts. It hurts like hell because you already were kind of suffering from this shoulder injury. As Eli gets you and then just kind of dumps you into the back of the truck. As your back slams down, your vision goes white for a second. But Eli, you managed to get up in the truck too. What are you doing now? We still have 2 more actions in this one. The walkers are closing in. They're starting to surround the truck. And they're just reaching up for you all in the bed. Like,
Yeah, I'm trying to beat them back away from the truck, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be swinging.
okay, close combat.
Yeah.
All right.
Batman. No, Batman.
Love me dice. Come on.
Oh yeah.
1, 2, and a screw up.
And a screw up. Okay.
But we got 5 out of 7. 5 out of 7.
Got 5, plus we have 1 from the last time.
So we got 6.
You got 6.
Okay.
And I can't do anything.
Oh, you can't push.
Because,
You can't push because you
Yeah.
messed up. That's right.
did I get a walker attack?
Yeah, we'll see. Most likely.
We still have a plus 1 for the next time. So
It's down to Rain or Daisy.
Rain, Daisy, or Jackson.
Jack.
The only downside is, just game mechanic wise, I'll let you know, unless they are trained in it, they get 4 dice flat.
yeah,
And they
you
can't
have a better
push.
chance at it.
Yeah, they can't
Okay.
push. So
Let's see.
So anything you have 4 dice or more, you're better than they are.
Let me actually take a little peek for a hot second. Okay.
While she's
Okay.
looking, did Daisy jump in the front of the truck?
she's in the
That's all.
back with you all.
Well, we can swap around later. I have an idea. I only have 4 dice in this, so, it'll go about as well as if they tried it, but, a girl can dream. Are
You
there,
have
like...
stress points.
I do. Are there, like, tools in the back of this truck bed?
There's no way a dude that owns a gas station near Atlanta does not have a toolbox in his truck bed.
Can I get, like, a wrench? Like, something really, really throwable?
Absolutely. You can.
Can I throw it at a zombie that's
Ranged combat.
Yeah!
I can see the doctor doing this. That's all.
Damn it!
You need one
can
more,
push it.
so you might as well
You can
push.
push it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I don't know why.
Okay,
I picked
it all comes down to this push stress.
Big
If it's a
money, no
success,
winnies!
Ah,
Oh.
so
There's
close.
no money. There's no money here. This is a gas station. They're supposed to have the fucking lottery tickets.
You take a wrench and you just haul off, and you manage to hit one, but it kind of hits in the shoulder and doesn't seem to do anything.
Oh, god damn it.
While you're just wailing away on these things with your bat, you're paying attention, but there's just so many at this point that you knock one out, and then another one grabs your wrist. I am going to need. This is your
I'm
walker.
so
attack.
forgetting to add like 2 dice for my bat.
Oh, you are. Yep. Forgot about that. We'll remember it next time. One has your arm. What are you doing? And there's
Okay, I'm
more
gonna
coming
try to-
up, reaching for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to smack them away. That's what I.
Okay.
That's
Close
Definitely
combat.
what I
With
have to
you
do.
won't get the +2 for your bat because they have your arm. You won't be swinging the bat. You are trying to bitch slap them, which seems to work.
Okay.
It's proven to be highly effective.
no.
really. But I didn't fail. That's
But do you want to push it?
yes. I should have 2 stress though. Why is it not doing 2 stress? Hold on.
Make sure it's in your
You
attribute.
gotta hit the check mark.
Yeah, I might have.
Yeah, if you don't hit the check, it doesn't save. So just go ahead and hit the push stress just to get the second one. And then we'll decide if you want to push or not.
Well, I think I need to push stress twice because I should have 2 more stress.
Well, I mean, push stress once before you determine if you're going to push a second time. You know what I mean? Just roll that additional stress die. Okay. So
yes.
now
I'm
you
going
would
to
re-roll with the...
re-roll.
Just
With 2
roll a
stress.
fresh one. Just roll a fresh one, because otherwise you don't have anything it's going to keep anyway.
Oh, it hates me.
So then you roll 2 more.
2 additional stress die.
Mhm.
Oh, this is getting... it's coming down to the wire on this one.
Come on, man. We just need 1.
We need.
No, this is his walker attack. The round
Well,
is
he
over.
needs 1.
True.
Buddy.
Failure.
Ugh.
I need a D66 from you, Cody.
Oh, this is so bad. I hate this.
In
roll.
Omega's words, if you roll high, you're gonna die, which was on my
Yeah.
first time ever playing Alien.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on. 13. Okay.
Oh,
You do get an additional point of stress for this. So you're up to 4 now, right?
that should be. should
'Cause
have
you're at 2,
2,
you
no, that's
pushed.
4. I should
Okay.
have 4. Yes.
They have you cornered. And you know it's probably the end. But somehow you survive. Describe how. I'm going to push that back on you. What do you do?
All right. They're just like grabbing him. They got me pulled down, and I
They're
think
trying
I'm
to
gonna.
Yeah, they're trying
They're
to
gonna
pull you
me
out.
over the edge of the truck, and finally I'm able to break that arm free with my bat, and I just like swing across them, and just knock in the back, and I fall back in the truck, going.
You're like lying next to Rain in the back seat, like in the back, all spread out.
Hit it! Everyone's on, hit it!
Okay. Next round. As you start smacking, you can hear the engine start revving up as he starts trying to drive. There are still all around you, though. And while he's starting to plow through them, there's some that are like hanging on and pulling them, trying to pull themselves up. You still have a few to deal with here. Swarm size is the same. Threat level is still the same. 4. So we do need to do one more round here.
Do we
As
think bitch slapping is the move?
Because he can't just pull out yet because they've surrounded it too much. So he's trying. He will get you out, but you still have to survive another round.
All right, let's. I'm gonna try to smack them off the truck, the ones that are hanging on.
Okay, don't forget the +2 for your bat this time.
All
So
right.
close combat, roll with modification. You do get 1 free success because of you made more than half last time.
All right. So let's try this one. A
Oh,
lot of dice for one and a screw up.
and you can't. No, you got 2.
Yep.
It doesn't flag it from the extra bat one, but you
okay,
did get a
that's good.
6. So you've got 2
Okay.
and a screw up. So we're at 2.
One's trying to bite me. So
Um,
you may go ahead and roll it.
Let's see what happens.
Okay.
I mean, it's gonna happen.
pulling over
but
the big
I wanna-
old text.
It depends on, because if you make it, the screw up's gonna be different than if you all fail again.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Okay.
Yep.
So who's next?
What do we think, guys? Should I bitch slap or yeet a wrench? I think yeeting a wrench is probably more likely to be successful because my bitch slap ability is actually not very high.
Whichever one's better. That's what I would go with.
Yeah, my bitch slap ability is very bad. The fact that it has succeeded at all is
Yeah, I think you had
fucking
like
remarkable.
2 the
Two.
first time.
I said it twice, yeah.
I had 2.
That doc is not to be messed with.
It's like Drabakovsky. I'm at a 3 for 3 of punching NPCs that have been dicks to me. She has a 3. She has a terrible strength and no close combat skill, but she's managed to successfully punch 3 NPCs
And survive.
and survive. Don't fuck with me. I got the power of God and anime on my side, and I'm gonna throw a wrench at a zombie.
Let's do it.
If we can throw out a reference for Omega's channel here, that's the Alien game that Omega Om is running.
I probably
Go
figured
see
that out. We've
Epsilon.
made a lot of references to that.
I've made so
go
many
see
references.
Epsilon on Omega Om's channel, playing Alien.
So you yeeting that wrench, huh?
Hell yeah.
Okay, one
Yeet
success.
it real
You can
good.
push. You're currently at 3
Push it?
successes.
Wanna push it?
Should I do it,
Yeah,
boys?
I think you should push it. We need to escape.
If this fucks me over, I'm going to be angry. Ooh,
Okay. So you're up to 4.
Okay, so now we have 4.
do
wait.
a push stress. You get one more roll.
We got one more.
Ain't
Okay.
that just the way?
All
right.
Let's not weapons.
Then Eli, you're up.
Is Daisy near me? In the back
So-
of the truck?
Yeah, everyone's in the back of the truck. Jackson's trying to pull it out, but because of how surrounded he is, he's having trouble getting it to go. So you're basically trying to keep them from getting you out of the bed of this truck at this point. So what are you doing? Everyone's kind of just attacking. No one's gotten attacked yet. That's going to happen at the end.
Okay.
At this point, everyone's just trying to beat things off.
Right, and the truck is not moving yet, right? Because it's sort of surrounded.
Slowly, like he's like
All right.
pulling and like ramming into people and just trying to get out. Like it's surrounded by a mob of these things, so it's moving a little bit, but not. You don't really have forward momentum.
It's one of those North Georgia backwoods 4-wheel drive trucks. He's gonna drop it in the 4 low and just like drive over them in a second.
Could I see? Do I know if Daisy has the firearm?
Daisy does. She has one. She doesn't seem to be as. She's not. The way she's holding it, she doesn't seem like she really knows how to shoot. But she's got
Daisy,
one.
Give me that gun.
She doesn't even hesitate. She just hands it over.
Is it a pump?
Yes. Yeah. So
All right.
I was hesitant to use my.
Oh, the
I should have
shotgun?
used my gun. I was hesitant because I was like, the noise. But at this point,
Doesn't matter. We need to get out.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm a dingus. It's fine.
Shotgun is a +3.
Ugh.
Okay.
So roll with
God, I wish
modification.
weapons were
plus
like
3.
that in Alien.
Well, in this game, they have a major drawback. You know, like every weapon that makes noise also increases the threat level typically. So-
Yeah, that's true. I was like,
What'd I do?
damn, the +3 would make me real good at shooting things.
So you do your range combat, and then you add 3 dice to that for the gun.
Yep.
For some reason, it's not. Use
Right
with
click on it?
modification, right?
Yeah, and then just
Yeah.
click the D6 3 times, and then hit like there's like a little button in the center that looks like an arrow, and that'll roll them.
Oh yeah, but when I hit the D6, it goes gray and it says cancel on the bottom.
Let me
That doesn't
see.
seem to be working. You know why? Because I don't have the item. Maybe that's why.
Let me
No.
see. I'll see if I can
Should
go.
be-
Really shouldn't matter.
You
Okay.
should be able to click it multiple times. It may just be gray because that's what it looks like when you select it.
All right.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Just hit it 2
Yeah.
more times.
2.
Yeah. Oh, and then cancel. It does. The button doesn't mean cancel. Cancel is a separate button. So click it
All
3
right.
times and then hit. Yeah. That is a little confusing how they've got that. All right. Let's see.
That worked.
One success, 1 failure. All 3 of you messed up.
But we got one.
So that brings it to 5. Okay. Wow. You feel him ram into something, and as he hits one of the dead, the 3 of you kind of fling forward a little bit, and as you kind of get back up, the hands are kind of pulling up, and as you're trying to stabilize, you each get grabbed by one of these things. So all of you are going to have to give me the roll that. What do you want to do? Do you beat it off? Do you try to squirm out of it? How do you get away from the walker hands that are reaching up to grab you?
Smack it. Wow.
Okay. Close combat for you.
Alright. Close combat.
What about you, Rain?
Probably gonna try to, like, can I try to mobility myself out of it?
You can. Yeah.
Yeah, like, squirm out of it. I'm small.
Give me mobility. Man, the stress. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Eli?
I'm going to use the shotgun like I used the big stick earlier and just try to hit against the zombie that's on me to keep it off.
Sure.
Me.
That would if you're pushing, it'd probably still be close combat,
Okay.
even though it's with a shotgun.
Yep. What's with all the?
Oh my! What's with all the failures?
Y'all.
Okay, that was 3 failures.
But we succeed.
You
We get away from
succeed,
that group.
but then there's another one right behind it. Let's see.
Yeah, they're climbing in the darn truck. What can we expect?
Okay. This is an old truck, and the latch on the back is not so great. So whenever he hits something and you flew forward, the bed of the truck falls down. You all manage to beat off the ones that are on you, but as you turn around, you see like 6 of them easy, kind of crowding in, trying to pull themselves up onto the bed. The threat's gonna go up to 5 now, because at this point they are trying to claw their way, and one of them has even managed to grab something and is pulling itself into the truck bed with you. That was so many failures, you all.
I don't think
Whoa.
range combat is an option at this point anymore now.
What do y'all want to do?
Is ranged combat an option?
Yeah, I mean, you can still. I mean, you're at the back of the truck. You could still be chucking things at just a couple
You can
feet
pull
away,
out
I
your
would
gun
say.
and shoot them at this
I
point.
could
You-
pull out my
you
gun
could
and
use your
shoot them
gun.
at this point. I am going to say fuck it. Fuck the noise.
Let's
Fuck
see.
everything.
Last time we got you get 5 successes because of the free one. So you still get a free success that rolls over. So you're at 1 currently.
Okay.
It's 8 now though.
Well, my gun gives me a bonus of 2.
Okay, that will probably help.
So I'ma do it. I'ma shoot him with my gun.
I did not think that this scene would take this long, but there's just been so much. Oh my god!
I'm very sorry.
I'm gonna take these one at a time now because the situation has become dire. You take out your gun and you're starting to shoot, and you get one in the head. But at this point, they're starting to crawl up in the truck bed with you, and you don't see one that's right off the side as it reaches up and grabs for your shirt. How do you get out of this one? What do you want to do? It's kind of grabbed you and it's trying to pull you out of the truck bed.
Can I roll away?
Yep, you can do a mobility.
I'm so good. I'm so good at things. You can't even believe how good at things I am. You can't.
Success and a failure. You pull away and you manage to pull away from this thing, but you lose your footing and you kind of slammed onto the bed of the truck. And one of the ones that is in there with you is like grabbing at you. You have to get away from this one now too because of that failure.
Woo!
This is
You
just
can't do it.
This is just cascading.
Woo!
Oh my god.
Does
You're like
3 override the 1?
She kills it.
You'd
Fuck.
think, but no. You'd think it would, but that's not how it works. You managed to did you Okay, you just you didn't close combat. You roll away
No.
from this one and you just kind of scoot yourself back up against the bed of the truck as another one is like just grabs your foot. Let's do one more.
Let's
Would
see
you-
if I die.
When you have like when you
Boys.
keep failing in like these situations, it's just they just keep coming. Okay. You
We
want to
can
push that?
it.
I'm scared it'll just give me another failure.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is definitely a failure, and this is an instant die if you roll wrong.
All right.
Yo!
2 successes, no failures. Finally, as you kick this thing in the head, as you manage to kick it and kind of get back up on your feet. So all of those were reactions to the fail. So those successes don't propagate. You're at 2. What do y'all want to do now?
Don't forget to add your stress die.
Oh
You're
Yeah,
at 5
you-
now.
Don't forget the stress.
I gotta click the push. Yeah,
Okay.
nothing
That could have been
happens.
so bad.
That could have been
Yeah.
so bad, but I am at 5 now.
After the
That's fine.
celebration.
Okay. The other 2, what are you doing?
All right, we got 3 total, boys.
I'm gonna try and smack
5
it
now.
off of me.
Okay.
Uh,
So give me
Rain
your close
McCleary.
combat with your bat. So don't forget the +2. I did not think this was gonna go like so haywire, but I'm kind of here for it.
Hell yeah.
God, you roll so many dice. How?
yeah, and that's bad.
1 success. You rolled one success.
1 success and a failure. Awesome.
At this point, you're swinging away at things, and you get momentarily distracted as you see what's happening to Rain, as she's like fighting for her life, and your concentration just slips for just a second, and one of the ones that's crawled up in the truck comes at you. I'm assuming you're going to try to hit it with your bat.
Yep, I'll try to hit it also.
Okay. Let's have it. Man.
Dice give me some love, not some hatred.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Yes, 3 successes.
Bam! You manage to you regain your composure and then just end this thing. Eli, you're up.
Well, now it's real. Now I am like back up against the driver's seat of the truck there on the outside on the bed and screaming like this is going to be my last breath. And I'm just going to kick with my legs and try to get them out and over the truck
Okay.
and off me. So
Okay.
close combat.
Yeah. You got this. I can feel it.
2.
2
Yes.
successes. Would you like to push? You're close.
We need, what do we have? 7? How many?
Yeah.
We need
You-
7,
need-
so we got 2 from him.
Oh, I think we needed 8.
I've got you
Oh,
at
we do
7.
need 8.
Oh, okay.
So
Boy.
We need
Do you
one.
You need
should
one
do
more.
it. You should
Yeah.
do it.
I'm going to do it.
And it does automatically keep your.
it'll keep those 2, yeah. That's it! That's it! We do need 1 push stress just to see. Just to see if you
Epsilon
also mess up.
noises intensify.
Okay.
Yes.
At this point, there's just a couple walkers left on, and there's one that's crawling directly towards you. What do you do, Eli? You said you were kicking. How does it look?
Is it on me like the others were?
No.
or do I have
It's
to
not.
spin?
It's coming towards you. You will be able to attack it. It's not about to bite you. But what does it look like? You
We're
have
flavor
succeeded.
texting.
Yeah, we're flavor texting.
I'm out of breath, soaking wet, and still horrified, but I kind of get a second wind and realize that I have a shotgun in my hand. So I reload and shoot.
As you do, you blow this thing's head off as it just shoots. At this range, the head basically disintegrates as eventually you finally feel the truck start to lurch forward as the 3 of you kind of lose your balance but grab on. As he finally drives over some of these things and starts to speed away, the 1 or 2 walkers that were hanging on the back, they can't keep their grip as they just fall, slam onto the pavement and start rolling as the truck just speeds off into the night. The rain is pouring down over you. You all are soaked, breathless. But for the moment, safe. As you peel away, leaving the gas station behind. You can still hear the moans as all of the creatures continue to follow you, albeit very far away. But you can see them walking ever towards you, until eventually you can no longer see any sign of the gas station. And that's where we're going to end our one-shot.
Oh, yeah.
Well
That was a close
done.
one.
I thought you
That
all
was
were
awesome.
screwed.
I
was
thought I
amazing,
was
not
dead
everyone.
early.
I thought it was over. I'm not going to lie. I was like, oh, they're all
There were
dead.
like 3 times I thought it was going to be over.
Oh,
3
man.
times.
Wow.
I thought Epsilon was dead in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that.
would pull her
and the-
apart.
I was
man.
like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna, I'll throw like one walker at him right at the beginning, and then when you did the bitch slap thing, and I saw 2 come up, I'm like, oh no.
I was
This
like,
is-
here's the problem. I can't range combat somebody who I'm right in the face of.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Boy, they
Like,
destroyed.
I wouldn't let I as a TM wouldn't let somebody range combat if they were right, like, in somebody's face like that. At least not without some kind of penalty.
Yeah, I go back and forth with this system because the thing you're shooting doesn't really have the wherewithal to avoid it. So, but at the same time, yeah, I'm kind of with you. I think when you're that close, it needs to be close combat.
There was if you did you know look at the rules for the starter set? In the starter set, if you were in close, even if you had like a pistol, it counted as close combat.
Oh, I don't remember.
And
That's
that makes a lot of sense, honestly.
Because a lot of range builds don't tend to throw a lot into their strength.
Yeah,
Right.
that
I'm
makes
going
sense.
solely off the characters I build. So I may be incredibly wrong, and this may be incredibly situational, but And
I mean,
also,
honestly,
I
it would
thought
seem
about
like-
if
Go ahead.
somebody was trying to bite me, a human woman, I would be like, "You fucking creep," and hit them.
Makes sense. I mean, the reaction was perfect. I am very proud of the 3 of you. I did not pull any punches, and I thought maybe that we were going to be seeing some visceral, but I think you all did great.
I have to say that was adrenaline pumping the
That was
whole time.
amazing.
Yeah.
That was just, I mean,
Well,
it
I'm
was
glad you enjoyed it.
exciting.
I hope you had fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
So- Felt like an episode of The Walking Dead.
Yeah, it was great. If you do like The Walking Dead, like we've said, Omega Ohm does do an ongoing. Me and Jancic play in that. It's every other Tuesday on his Twitch. This won't be the last. I love this system. I do tend to do
It's
it
tomorrow.
as... no, it's next week.
Is it tomorrow? I thought
No,
it was
tomorrow's Alien.
Yeah.
tomorrow's Alien. Oh, okay.
I was like, don't you
Yeah.
do that to me. I can't do 4 nights in a
you can-
row.
I was gonna say, if you guys
see
enjoy,
Epsilon and Alien.
I was gonna say, if you guys want to see a bunch of xenomorphs and me play a very Eastern European lass who's had way too much shit handed to her, go watch your stream tomorrow night.
Yeah, he's got some good stuff. A lot of freelance stuff.
Go to see Epsilon. Stay for Adrian.
So, just wanted to say, first of all, thank the 3 of you. I've never DM'd for any of you before. Thanks for joining me for this nice little one shot. I had a blast. I like playing with all of you. You guys were great role players, and you didn't give me any crap when I just kept throwing horrible things at you. So, good job.
Fuck no.
Thank you.
Thanks for running. It was great.
Well done.
We had a
This was
lot of fun.
amazing. I would love to play under your watchful GMI again.
That was, well, maybe we can, if we have time, maybe we can pick these characters up at some point. I left it open-ended enough just in case we ever want to do more one-shots or things, because, again, I love this system. So,
Yeah, my character has a lot of secrets, too, that we didn't even have to breach at all.
I didn't think that hard about mine because I tend to overthink. So I was like, I need to stop myself, but if I'm allowed to overthink, you best bet I'm gonna come up with some shit.
I love reading character
Definitely
backstories.
have a background. I definitely have a background. I talked to Wolfkins before the game and told him
Just
about a
in case
10-minute version
we
of it.
ever pick these characters up, don't tell them what it is.
I'm not gonna tell.
Wolfkins,
hinted
you're
at
the
one of
only
mine.
one of. You're the
I
only
hinted
one
at
of
one
us
of mine
who
too.
might.
Actually, I did hint at one of mine.
Yeah, I tried to force Jansix out just a little bit in the beginning. I tried to just a little bit, just teasing, but anyway, okay, so this was Walking Dead. Again, we're doing a month long of just horror themed episodes. On Wednesday this week, we've got Dragonbane. It's going to be the Curse of the Werewolf, so some werewolfy Dragonbanes, and then I believe Thursday we've got little less on the horror, but it's a murder mystery. That's another one of our homebrew systems that Killer Bubbles just did for us. So that one's kind of based on like 80s B horror movies, so it should be a little bit more on the campy side. I think it'll be a lot of fun. But we'll be back here on Wednesday for Dragonbane, and then next week we got a bunch of stuff. I think we've got next week when we got 10 Candles and Broken Tales and
I
Strahd.
think 10 Candles.
Is that the
Strahd
week?
is next week.
I'm
Yeah.
so excited for that
It's
one.
the week after with 10 Candles.
Okay. Check. Okay, wolfkins.com. Okay, I've got it there. I've got the whole month schedule there. If you want to just check
Friday
that out.
Friday is 10 Candles, then the following Monday is
That's it.
Broken Tales.
Okay, so I have a little bit more time on the Broken Tales. Perfect. Because I gotta brush
Wednesday
up on
the
that.
20-something is the Shadows of Barovia one.
Yeah, so that's gonna be the one 5e we're doing. It's basically a Strahd gauntlet. So it's like Strahd and a knight. It's gonna be great, I think.
That'll shit! I made a rogue. This is gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
I made a
anyway,
monk, so monk should be fun. It looks pretty nasty in the 5.5.
I do have mage armor.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
It's gonna be good.
You could have used mage armor tonight, I think, but we all lived.
No, Rain McCleary could have used. Yeah. Also, I heavily debated on whether I wanted to give her a Scottish accent. I'm not gonna lie with you.
I kind of wish you had.
I'd never done that accent though, and I didn't want to try. I've never done that accent before, and I didn't want to try it for the first time live on camera. Although I did try it, because I already did that once, and then I had to stick with doing an Australian accent for my mothership character for a while because that girl should not have lived as long as she did.
You keep putting yourself in situations like, I don't want to do this accent anymore. Please kill me.
No, it got to be like a bit at one point. I'm just like, you know what?
It was like the luckiest character ever.
I had more kills than the Marine. That man, I swear to God, that man respected me because he feared Cleo.
Yeah, she literally was like just a scientist, and she was so lucky when it come to combat. Unbelievable. If you haven't watched them, Wolfkins, I mean,
haven't. I will
amazing.
Say that is not what I saw tonight.
No, it is not. I've been getting by too long on my weird combat luck, and it was time for me to get humble.
Time to get shaken up a little bit.
I love it. Please, make me fear death in RPGs. Make me genuinely fear death.
Yeah, the fact that the three of us made it through that last part, that was adrenaline pumping. Let me tell you what.
I thought it was
4 rounds of horde.
4 rounds and at least 2 successful walker attacks. I think we rolled on 3 across the whole episode. And you all were just, 50% away from just biting it. 36 is kind of the line. Like if you rolled in the 40s, you would have started getting at least some kind of permanent
injury,
like a bite even.
Yeah, so. If it's anything like the Alien critical injury table, once you start hitting the mid-high 40s, it's like, okay,
you're dead.
This is actually bad. And then once you get like 50s, it's like, this is actually actively fatal.
Yep. And the 60s are like instant death.
Yeah. No,
most of the 50s are.
The first time I ever played Alien RPG on Omega's channel, I'd never played this game before. I made a little scientist. For whatever reason, this woman was put in charge of this mission. She was like the entire time like, I do not want to be leading this thing. Like, I'm not a leader. I just came here to like noodle around with the androids. Like, you know, Girly Pop gets her arm, like, shot off. Session 1, because I rolled a
Nice.
56 on that critical injury table.
Omega does like dismembering people in the first episode. I've noticed.
It was really great. He was like, yeah, if you roll high, you're gonna die. And then I saw like 50 something pop up, and I was like, okay.
I'm screwed. All right, I am going to kill the stream. So thank you all for watching. It was great. I had a great time. Did run a little long, sorry, but I just couldn't stop in the middle of all the stuff going on. So check us back out in a couple days, and until then, have a good one. Sweet dreams, everybody. Happy Halloween.